Escape to paradise with a relaxing 6-night stay in the iconic islands of Tahiti and Moorea. Enjoy an all-inclusive non-stop flight to Tahiti from Seattle or Los Angeles on Air Tahiti Nui, the world's most immersive travel experience. From the vibrant cabins to the warm and welcoming crew, you will be transported to Tahiti from the moment you step on board. This dream getaway also includes beautiful accommodations, excursions, daily breakfast, all transfers, and more, starting at just $26.95 per person. Call 1-877-468-2448 to book yours today.
Lovers wants to know, ever forget Valentine's Day in the past? Need to make up for it? Do it and them right this time with the perfect pleasure present from Lovers stores. Whether you're looking for spicy toys, alluring lingerie, or exciting accessories, Lovers has it all. Save 20% when you mention unforgettable at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow Rewards membership until February 28th. Some exclusions apply.
What's up? It's your boy, V, Ted Smith. Slow drain being a pain? Call Pinky. That pipe's being a little leaky? Call Pinky. When the toilet won't flush and you're in a rush? Call Pinky. When your shower lost all its spray power? Call Pinky. When your sink's on the blink? Call Pinky. Pinky's Plumbing promises to lick all your plumbing problems quick. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinky's. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
Anyone know what channel the game's on? We know. Download the Sports on What app today and always know how to watch the game. Satellite, cable, or streaming. Sports on What knows the channel the game is on, and you can too. Subscribe today to start your 7-day free trial. Sports on What? We know.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. Today is the day that we play Big Dummy, brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration. The Big Dummy is the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance, and here's how it works. You call us, we will...
Damn it!
I thought we talked about this during the break, man. I know, but we talked about it.
You know I get fired up.
Time it out. I know you're excited. We will forgive it this time. I understand. We will spin the category wheel, and then we'll ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right. Because, as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, last year, our biggest dummy ended up being the lovely and talented Pam, who overheard someone say George Strait, to which she promptly responded, yeah, well, Marvin Gaye, and found a way to answer 14 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Will you be the big dummy at the start of the new year? It doesn't matter, because either way, just give us a call and off we go on Big Dummy.
To be a contestant to play Big Dummy, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live, and send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9. KISW.
All the Charles, away we go. Welcome to season 19, episode number 4,239. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. Head Chef is back for the first time in the new year with Ted's Meat and Potatoes. The top foods ordered on Grubhub last year coming up at 4:30. Are these the tried and trues, or are there trends that are going on in the food world?
There's one that will shock you, and they delivered a ton of it.
Now, Grubhub, do they also do grocery delivery?
Correct.
Okay,
so this is a little bit's the food they deliver. More is kind of like stuff they picked up at the grocery store.
Ah, okay. All right,
and then
this
for
is like your favorite pizza chain or whatever.
No, and then for people that like Girl Scout cookies, bad news.
Well, it depends.
Sort of.
I mean, everybody is a tried and true. Somebody will occasionally, take a chance on a newer cookie and buy one box to see if they like it at first.
I don't. Look, you already guilted me into buying the cookie. Right, look, Girl Scouts, if you're listening, I'm going to let you in on some honesty. We don't want to buy your cookies. Now, that said, we will, because we feel guilty when we don't, and you're cute and you're outside of the grocery store and you know damn well we have the money on us because we're at a store. Right. So unless I'm going in the shoplift, you know I've got the dough. The fact that you guys upgraded and say, hey, we can take credit card, that was a game changer. Ruined it for everyone, but I just want the Thin Mints. Right. Don't offer me the other stuff. I just want the Thin Mints, and I'll buy 5 boxes from you.
They got me last year. I don't buy from parents at the work anymore. at our QFC.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't have any cash. And they went, that's okay. We take card now.
See, it's an ambush.
And I just looked at the mom and I said, nice hustle. All right, I'll take goddamn 4 boxes.
Yeah. What do we do to get it? 'Cause, like, look, here's the whole thing. We don't want to buy the cookies, but we will because we don't want to come off as being mean, and it's clear that we have some kind of way to pay because we're at the store. You basically, you figured this out. What can I do to not buy your cookies? Now, look, I don't want to give you money at all. I will, because, again, I don't want to be that guy, because when you ask, there's other people watching, and that's really what it comes down to. I do think if I went to the grocery store, it's late at night. Not that they would be out there. Say 3 a.m, you got to run and get toilet paper or something.
All right.
And they were there, and there's no one else watching. And they said, sir, are you interested in Girl Scout cookies? I could tell you, hell no. But there's 18 people around. There's always some old woman looking at you when you ask, right?
Well, it's typically
everything that
also,
says, don't be that guy.
it's someone you know's kids.
At work.
So,
yeah.
For the most part, it's always the parents that are doing seemingly a lot more of the sales.
That's why I'm done buying them at work.
Like the kids.
So say those girls at the grocery store, they were putting in the time and the effort.
Yeah.
It's raining out, it's cold.
I said, all right, I'll buy some.
Yep, they do.
Yeah, at the work,
but
you got to bring your kid in.
It doesn't matter if they dump these other cookies because you never get anything other than what you normally
What
get.
do you go for?
Well, typically, believe it or not, I like the just the original plain butter cookie that they have.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I like Samoas. And I know most people are either Coconut Pro or not, and I just love that cookie. So those are the two I get. Hell, McDonald's runs a commercial about it. They'll come out with a new item, and there's a guy, and he's like, you know what, man? Maybe I'll try that one and not get what I normally do. And then he gets there, and he's like, no, I'm getting what I normally do. I can't stop myself. And that's how I am at McDonald's.
I like the flavor.
Same way with Girl Scout cookies.
I like the new flavors, and they're getting rid of them.
Oh, you do like them? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well,
that hurts. You're dead to me, Girl Scouts.
Head Chef coming up with Ted's Meat and Potatoes until 4:30. The top foods that are ordered on Grubhub from last year. And today is the day we play the game known as Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. We will spin the category wheel. You are either playing from Team Sober or Team Not Sober. We reset the clock. Pam, you have been retired as our biggest dummy. We'll mention you one more time. It took you 14 questions to get one right. By the end of this program, we will have a brand new Big Dummy for the year. Sometimes that might be 5 questions, 6 questions.
But the goal is not to be the biggest. Being the biggest dummy is like being the breakout star from 16 and pregnant. When you think about it, that's not awesome.
No, it's not. But, I mean, hopefully your name is not mentioned all year. Pam's basically was. I cannot remember. It was like late January, early February, whenever she hit that number.
Oh, she dominated.
Yeah, she was untouchable. I think maybe we had one guy get close.
Get close.
12 or 13 questions, and then he finally got one right. But when we do play Big Dummy, we like to do a little men's room poll. And the last time that we did the poll, we asked you to pick a pill that would do magical things. What would these magical things be? The pill would either give you super strength, make you look 15 years younger, make you eat whatever you wanted without gaining weight, or you would be 3 inches taller. Mm-hmm. And if you happen to follow us on Twitter there at Men's Room Live, here's how those poll results shook out. So coming in at 4th place with 10% of the vote, you said look 15 years younger, which says a lot about vanity. That's because typically if you're...
Well, you don't know. They could have been 18 years old and just thought they looked so cute in that picture of their parents.
There was a lot of people who went with that theory. I mean, I'll be 55 here in a couple weeks. If I go back to when I was 40 years old, I mean, it's not... I didn't look great then either.
Right, there's no significant change.
It's like, okay, great. Your nose is a little smaller. Coming in at 3rd place, 13% of you said, I'll take 3 inches taller.
All right.
Okay. Super strength got a great percentage of the voting. In 2nd place with 33% of the vote, and overwhelmingly almost coming into 50%. You guys said you'd like to eat whatever you want without gaining weight, 45%. So basically, Steve, what you already have is what most people would like to have.
That's why I picked super strength.
Super strength.
Yeah.
Yep. Super strength.
Super strength.
So this time around the poll, first time we're playing Big Dummy for the year. It is a new year. So as most people do, you try to make some kind of New Year's resolution.
Have you made one? I have not.
I have made a few of them.
Really?
Yes, I have.
I mean, I even thought about stuff like, man, you could, you're not going to do it. Like, nah, you know yourself. Just forget it.
Right.
You're fine.
A lot of them involve alcohol. It's not the biggest deal in the world.
Drink more?
I'm drinking less. but in a stranger way. Okay,
so you drinking less, or are you just cutting out the brown and going back to tequila? Because we had this conversation.
Yeah. Where I found out that one of my favorite things to drink is Jameson, and Jameson has a ton of sugar in it.
Yes, it does.
You don't realize how much sugar it has in it.
You don't taste it when you drink. I feel like of all the whiskeys, that's the one where I'm like, not that I'd give it to my kid, but like, dude, this is the closest whiskey to a dessert.
It's unnecessary sugar that I'm taking in, where I could be drinking really good blue agave tequila. I typically get a Blanco. Agave is actually good for you as far as a natural sweetener is concerned. They say there's a lot of things that are pro to it. It helps speed your metabolism up.
I mean, other than getting pissed drunk, it seems like everything else about tequila is kind of...
I'm kind of going more... I'll do a little vodka every once in a while. I enjoyed a bunch of gin and tonics, which I know tonic is terrible, but gin and tonics tasted really good in the hot summer.
Oh yeah,
and when I was down in Africa,
hot African summer.
So I'm really going to go. I'm going to go more clear. Another thing that I'm not proud of, but it's the truth. Typically, when I go to the bar, the first thing I do is I order a double.
Yeah,
and then I'll taper down. Right. This year, just going with singles because I think like I was.
Depends on the bar.
I'm telling you, that's a tough one.
But I got to stop the bartender who already knows me from doing all this.
That's the issue, yeah.
So that's part of the plan.
I'd stick with double. Well, I only recently, in the last 2 or 3 years, found out that a double is a double because typically the bars I go to I frequent and they know what I drink. So when they pour me a shot, it is just when I order a shot, it's a double. So we went to the airport. That's what it was. I was with my wife. We're at the airport. I asked for a shot of Jack, and the guy poured me an actual shot of Jack. And he walked away, and I'm looking at my wife, and I'm losing it. I'm like, what the F is that, man? As much as that costs? My wife's like, dude, you do know. Like, that is what a shot is. I'm like, no, it's not. And I explained all these different bars that we've been to together, and she goes, babe, you drink a lot. The bartenders know you. They just pour you a double because that's what you drink. She goes, that is an actual shot. I was disgusted.
Our buddy was shocked. We were all together a few days ago. He was like, this isn't a shot. This is like a goblet. I was like, just go with it.
And here's another crazy one I'm doing. Okay, so and with this thing, so far this has worked. I am not really eating as much processed food. I will cheat every once in a while on the weekend. Like I said, I always want to get some McDonald's in me. That's probably my biggest cheat. But I'm done eating carbohydrates probably after about 5 o'clock. Right. When I go home, I typically have a salad and some protein and beans or whatever. But I'm not having like a big
this is all even
sandwich.
Your booze thing is more health related, right?
Yeah. And so far I've done this about it's been 2 weeks because I started before.
I said, bro, it's only January 9th.
But I've lost 6 pounds.
Really?
All right. So just doing these.
We're not in your face.
No, God, no, man. I mean, it's always going to sit right where you don't want it to.
Oh,
so I still got man boobs and I still got a gut. But
I like boobs, so you can keep those.
Yeah, and they're nice.
I'm a boob guy.
Well, plus I got great nipples. I mean, let's face it. I mean, sometimes that can make or break a boob.
It really can, man.
I mean, people don't.
They're
understand.
excited.
It's like
it's
like a good-looking penis over a Franken penis. You know, some look better. Depends on the angle, but you get the idea. Okay, so we're going to give up one thing for the new year. All right. And we have 4 options, as we normally do. And we take this story out of England. A pizza chain has had its plans for expansion rejected by a local council who say that it's affecting the children in the town. Woody's Pizza, they're takeaway only. They operate 2 stores in the northwest part of England, and they applied for permission to open up a 3rd in the town of Backup, which is about 25 miles away from Manchester. By the way, they don't have a pizza place there. The chain, which stressed it uses minimal salt, minimal sugar, had vowed to buy all the ingredients from the town's local market as part of its application.
Okay.
They're going to get back and buy only from...
it helps the economy just
from
by
the
doing
local
that.
economy.
All right.
But the town council rejected the proposal, arguing it would not align with their plans for the town, where the kids are apparently already way too fat.
Yeah, that was their words. The kids are too fat.
Yeah. Claire Bradley, the council economic development officer, opposed the plan, saying a new pizza takeaway adds nothing to the food and drink offering of the town. She said that the approach to takeaways highlighted that 1 in 5 11-year-olds in the area are classified as obese. 1 in 5 11-year-olds.
Come to the States and feel better about yourself. That's one. 2, but that's up to the parents. Like, look, man, I know what my kids eat because I'm the one who determines what they eat. So even if you think my kid's fat and all that, like, that's on me, not the pizza place.
Yeah. They've rejected a couple more offers as well from other restaurants. They just basically are telling all those other chains, other takeaways, they call them, which is, any place that you walk in, they do delivery, you can get takeout, those type of establishments. So The town is pizzaless. So the first thing you're going to give up for the new year, pizza is number one, because pizza is one of those things where even if I'm trying to do this no carb thing past 5, and for some reason someone brings a pizza into the bar or into this studio,
yeah, you're going to eat it.
And there's pepperoni pizza there, man. I'm going to have a slice. I just, for whatever reason, like, okay, I'm going to cheat right now because I normally wouldn't order a whole pizza. I'm going to eat some pizza. This is my time. So
somebody here says, that town sounds like my wife's grandmother. I think that's very telling.
Okay.
Too fat, don't eat that.
Yeah. So pizza. All right.
Pizzaless.
Next up, giving up for 1 year in the new year would be social media. As Harvard Medical School and a professor there has collected data on how often adults 18 and older use Instagram, TikTok, X, Facebook. Then they compared people's social media use to how they scored on a test designed to gauge irritability and how irritable people are. Previous research, that they've done anxiety, depression, the way you feel about yourself as far as your self-worth. They especially notated that was stronger on platforms like TikTok and Instagram, where it's more image as far as how you look,
younger people,
how you present yourself. So as far as people not feeling secure about the way they look, those platforms seem to do worse. But they never really did any study to figure out how kind of just pissed off it makes people.
Yeah.
And how irritable it makes people. And they did that. And they
we're saying social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
That is correct.
Not like Twitch and YouTube.
Probably not.
They say Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook. But what they were doing was, then they were saying, how many times do people log in a day? And the people that were on social media constantly obviously were more irritable than the people who only check once a day.
Sure.
It's kind of like emails. I mean, and emails don't give you that same irritation because they're kind of catered to you to some degree.
And you kind of know what's coming. Is it from the boss? Is it from a coworker? Right. You more or less know what's on the other side.
Because Fred Meyer has their Friday weekend deals, which I always click on to see what. But either way, that's different. So they're saying that, yes, the more that you are on social media in these instances, the more you're just kind of pissed off. So number 2, giving up for the new year would be social media.
Well, we've said it for years. Nobody posts, like, just had a fight with the wife.
But everything's perfect.
Everything's
this is my
great.
vacation. They didn't tell you that they had dysentery rocking the toilet for 4 days. You just see their hot dog legs and their gnarly ass feet, right?
Mm-hmm. I've done it a couple times.
What's that? Having a crappy day.
No, you could just see it on social media. Right? Like I had an ex and I was telling somebody, I was like, I was like, that's fake. I know that person. They're not that happy. And then I was dating a girl and we had a mutual friend. I was like, it looks like she's doing well. She's like, oh, no. They're not well. I was like,
whole world stumbling around.
Do you ever take a picture of a crappy meal? Right? Because I'll see people, and I get it. You're at some restaurant, and the plate looks beautiful. The phones come out, blah, blah, blah. But I never sat somewhere you got that wilted ass, that is a dry ass burger, like 2 fries, and they're all brown spots, and they break out their phone like, I also eat this crap, and they charge me money.
Yeah.
I'd be more curious about that. I want to know where not to go.
Also, you can always tell when the couple who always has the couple pictures, they're like at the really nice restaurants and stuff. Mm-hmm. And they take the pictures of the food and the experience and, whatever champagne they got or whatever the deal is. And then the next 4 posts from the dude are like at a bar. Right. Here's some wings. Now we're looking at a burger. It's obviously got wrapping paper on it. Things have changed.
Oh, yeah.
You can notice that for sure. Okay, so social media is number 2.
By the way, the chicken wing thing, I was with our buddy, the mayor, and we were at a new bar we hadn't been to. So I like wings, but wings and barbecue I'm a real a-hole about.
Yeah.
There's no reason to tell the bartender. So he tells the bartender, and the bartender's like checking in, like, what do you think? How's the flavor? I was like, they're good, they're crisp.
Right, right. I'm not doing a Yelp review.
Right, exactly. I mean, and he was nice about it. I was just like, I looked at the mayor, I was like, you don't have to tell him how critical I'm going to be.
Exactly. And
let me bitch in silence.
Here's a wild card on the poll today, all right? Because it affects a lot of people differently. But the idea is that for 1 year you give up shaving.
All right.
So that would mean that you would grow your head in.
I mean, sort of.
I mean, whatever you got.
Oh, I'd have to have the full Caesar ring.
Yeah.
Whatever you got, you're not going to shave. And that includes every single part of your body. You are not trimming up anything, all right?
Well, nobody's going to see a down log in a forest that thick.
Well, this is why this is the wild card.
Only you.
Why are we not shaving for a year? As we head to TikTok, guess what a trend is that has seen 9.5 million views in 2 days? The full bush in a bikini movement. 5 days. 9.5 million views. Why?
Just like Gabe Kaplan wearing a face mask.
They say the appearance is dense and luxuriant. If you really want to see what this looks like, and I'll tell you a perfect example to do it,
Picture Bob Ross wearing a Halloween mask.
Google the Black Crowes album Amorica.
Oh, yeah.
All right? Now you're going to get an idea exactly what this
What we
is all
grew up
about.
looking at?
Yes.
I don't think any of my friends in the 70s, I think I saw the pubes of all of my friends in the 70s, if they ever put on a bathing suit, because that was just the thing.
A pubic hair positivity trend is laboring under the title Full Bush in a Bikini. And it started with a TikTok influencer announcing that she had just been radicalized by an Etsy review. The review for a bikini featured the customer modeling said swimsuit. But she captioned it, full bush in a bikini. A phrase that then TikTokers repeated over and over and over. And most of them saying that's how it should be. Again, 9.5 million views in 2 days. By 5 days, it was over 12 million views.
But that's up to you. If that's how it should be, you can make it that way. You've always had that choice. Don't act like this is something new.
And it's spread to other social media platforms. So no matter how you trim up, no matter if you shave your face, if you shave your head, if you trim on your body or whatever you do, for 1 year you would give that up.
Yeah, all right.
That's number 3. And finally, maybe the hardest one here. As the Surgeon General wants new warnings on booze. There are already warnings on bottles and cans of booze. We know that. Cautioning against drinking and driving or drinking while pregnant. We see these signs behind the bars that they're legally, they need to be there.
Right.
According with the age and everything else that you need to post. But now the U.S. Surgeon General wants to slap additional warning labels on alcohol. He's thinking the same way that other countries put warning labels on cigarettes.
Right, but they have a picture.
And it's a constant road. It's not just one Surgeon General. Anyone who smokes cigarettes sees the same Surgeon General warning.
Right.
It does nothing for you because it's on every single pack of cigarettes. You know what you're getting into. But when you go to a different country and you see how they do their warning labels, it makes you think. You got to
it's brutal.
Yeah,
you do. Cigarette ones.
Yeah, when I get cigarettes in Mexico, I'm like, I hope my mouth doesn't look like that. I hope my lungs don't look like that.
They don't have a mouth. It's gone.
Right.
Or, whatever it is. They want to do the same thing with alcohol. So for 1 year, you would give up booze. So there is our men's room poll. You're going to give up one for the new year in the entire year only. Is it going to be pizza, social media, shaving, or booze? And if you follow us on Twitter at Men's Room Live, the poll's up now. Okay, we'll take a break and come back with Big Dummy next.
Wow.
What's up?
I just bought and financed a car through Carvana in minutes.
You? The person who agonized 4 weeks over whether to paint your walls eggshell or off-white bought and financed a car in minutes?
They made it easy. Transparent terms, customizable down and monthly. Didn't even have to do any paperwork.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Hey, have you checked out that spreadsheet I sent you for our dinner options?
Finance your car with Carvana and experience total control. Financing subject to credit approval.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
Is your team at work feeling a little disconnected? Maybe the workflow's not flowing? Try Confluence by Atlassian. Confluence is the connected workspace where teams can create, organize, and deliver work like never before. In Confluence, teams can whiteboard their vision for any project, easily create or access the relevant pages and resources they need, and discover important context they might not even know they need. Plus, AI helps teams jumpstart brainstorms, organize information, and connect workflows, so teams can move efficiently and create alignment with ease. In fact, with Confluence, teams can see 5.2% average boost in productivity in 1 year. So if your team lacks confidence, try Confluence, the connected workspace where teams can do it all. Set knowledge free with Confluence. Learn more at Atlassian.com/confluence. That's ATLASSIAN.com/CONFLUENCE.
Plug-in a Hyundai EV and the extraordinary happens. From the charge time and range in the Ioniq 5 and 6 to the adventurous spirit of the Kona Electric to the 601 horsepower Ioniq 5N. Hyundai EVs make the extraordinary Electrifying. There's joy in every journey.
EPA estimated 303-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 5 SE SEL limited rear-wheel drive and 361-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 6 SE long-range rear-wheel drive with fully charged battery. Actual range may vary. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
The brand new Grand Casino and Shoreline is now open. Step into the action with Vegas-style table games like Baccarat, Heads Up Hold'em Poker, Pai Gow, Blackjack, and High Card Flush. Feeling hungry? Feast on delicious Chinese, Vietnamese, and continental dishes plus breakfast favorites. Dine in or take out. And don't miss daily happy hours from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight. Grand Casino and Shoreline off Aurora. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Visit GrandCasinoGaming.com. Welcome to the Grand Experience.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Big Dummy is the game. 206-803 Rock. Steve, who is our first contestant for the new year?
Hello, Marshall. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hey, how you fellas doing?
Hola. Hola. Marshall, Happy New Year, man. I'm assuming you're at work and you're sober.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Marshall, our men's room poll. You got to give up one for the new year. Are you taking pizza, social media, shaving, or booze?
Social media.
Social media's gone.
Yeah, right there.
Probably the healthiest thing you could do.
At least mentally.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. All right, Marshall. Here's your question. It is multiple choice, okay? So, Carl Sagan.
Multiple choice?
What's that?
Could I get it without the multiple choice, if possible?
Can you what a multiple choice?
Could I get it without the multiple choice?
No, just give them all up.
Just give me an
he wants it hard.
Okay,
right.
so you don't want multiple choice. You just want me to ask the question. Okay.
No, yeah.
All right, let me know what
Stop treating him like a child, Thrill.
Come on, man. Hey, you're the one who thinks that he cuts his crown royal with something, you know. I respect him as a man. I remember that, Ted. And so does Marshall.
Yeah, well, if he cut it, he'd need multiple choices.
All right. Marshall, here's your question. Which astrophysicist won a gold medal in Latin ballroom dancing? That's the honest question.
I think there's only one I could name without the multiple choice.
Is it Bill Nye?
Ha ha! Okay, just so you know, Bill Nye was one of the multiple choices, so I give you partial credit just for at least getting one of them.
He's an economist, though. He's not an astrophysicist.
Hey, man, but that was still one of the choices in the multiple. Was not Bill Nye. What do you think, Ted?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson it was. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
He's the only astrophysicist I could name.
Why? Carl Sagan, Bill Nye, Stephen Hawking, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I thought it was Stephen Hawking. I thought it was Stephen Hawking before he came down with it.
Well, look, but he didn't.
You think people in wheelchairs can't dance?
Yeah, Mike.
Damn, Mike.
I could dance.
All right,
I play sports too,
Hold
dude.
on, I'm going to Google this.
What, Neil deGrasse, or what?
Wheelchair
What channel,
dancing.
Ted? Wheelchair dancing? You're Googling that. Okay.
Yes, I want to see if it exists.
ESPN Ocho.
All right, Marshall, your question.
Okay, it exists.
It is wheelchair dancing.
Yeah. They're real humans, guys.
I understand that. I just didn't know those dancing. Yeah. Everybody was wheelchair dancing.
Kickball change.
Here, moonwalk. Just roll backwards.
That's probably the only time I could do that.
Have you seen that commercial with the guys in wheelchairs playing football?
Yeah.
I like it. They're like, people say we're an inspiration. We just want to play ball.
I know.
It's like, well said.
All right, your question there, Marshall. Who performs at the wedding and bridesmaids?
Oh, God, I'm picturing them.
I'll give you a hint. I hate them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I hate them, too.
Almost sounds like a cigarette company.
I only know.
It does.
Okay, I got the different tip in my head. It was before them. I can't think of it.
All right, I'll give you a hint. If they made volleyballs and screwdrivers.
Oh, Wilson.
Wilson what?
Wilson what?
Wilson Phillips.
There you go. Hold on. Good job.
Yeah,
Nice
well
job.
done. Well done.
You hate them?
Yeah.
I mean, for what they did at the time, I didn't think they were bad. At least they were decent harmonizers.
I cannot say that I hate them. I do not know them. I did not like their music. And yet, they get harmonized.
How about that one drum solo in the middle? Boom, 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 boom.
Is that a drum solo or just like everyone else stopped playing? Yeah. I like that my man was like, I don't want the multiple choice. Because Marshall's a smart dude. There's no doubt about that. But I was like, damn, bro. Okay.
Game is Big W 206-803 Rock.
Big W.
Hello, Alexander. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Alexander, are you sober or not sober?
I'm not sober.
When are you not sober on?
Better left unsaid.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right, so something you're not proud of.
Something illegal.
Yeah, okay. Alexander, our men's room poll, give up one for the new year. Will it be meth, fentanyl? No, I'm sorry. Pizza, social media, shaving, or booze?
Social media.
Social media again. Okay.
All right, Alexander, doing the illegal stuff. Here is your question. What international event is celebrated every April 22nd? Which is Hitler's birthday, so please don't say Hitler's birthday.
And my nephew's.
Really?
Yep.
April 22nd, you said?
Yes.
April 22nd, man. We're all a part of it.
What's that?
Easter?
Earth Day.
Earth Day.
Oh,
Happy Earth
you knew
Day
that was
to
Earth Day?
Well, it helps that it's my nephew's birthday. It's easy to remember. Earth Day.
Okay. I mean, I know
Text
we do Earth
CJ.
Day. I just couldn't tell you the day.
It's Earth Day. Text CJ.
Yeah. That's how I remember it.
Not, hey, it's CJ's birthday. Oh, and Earth Day, but yeah.
It's Christmas Eve. Text Ted.
I'll be dead honest. I know my niece's is like late October, early November.
You don't even show the month.
It's right there on the border. But like CJ's easy.
Okay.
Earth Day.
It's Earth
Text CJ.
Yeah.
All right, Alexander, what is the highest grossing movie of all time?
The Godfather?
Not The Godfather.
Titanic? No,
Not
Avatar.
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 You know how much money that movie made about like blue Smurfs that live in the wild?
Yeah.
$2,923,706,026.
Ted, by the way, you know how I remember my ex-wife's birthday? This is the honest God truth.
First one or second one?
She texts you pissed off that you forgot?
Because it's Steve's wife's birthday.
Are they born the same day?
We're just coming up here in just a
Have
few...
you told the ex, hey, I remember your birthday.
I remember your birthday.
Because my buddy's wife.
We were together for a while.
Yeah.
You know, but I remember that because of Steve's wife.
I did it to a guy we've worked with for years. I saw him on my birthday, and I said, "Isn't yours coming up soon?" He's like, "No."
Damn.
All right. I guess we used to just talk on Christmas.
I remember Steve's because it's the day before my mother-in-law's.
Am I the day before your mother?
You are.
Which one of us is older?
I think she is.
Are you sure?
I'd have to double
I think
check.
we're right around the same age.
I think Steve's older.
You think so?
Yeah.
He looks older.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. But she has a better beard.
It's the safe thing to say, Ted.
You always say, no, I think she's younger.
That's right.
All right, your question.
I don't know if you need to be like, well, Steve definitely looks older.
That old F.
He's not wrong. Like I walk into the bathroom, flip the light on, look in the mirror, and screamed. I'm like, oh, no, that's just me.
Who's that?
All right, your question. Who was the director of the FBI from 1924 until 1972?
That'd be J. Edgar Hoover.
Oh, got it.
Now, was he actually a cross-dresser, or is that just a rumor?
Look, it's one of those, I've always heard the rumor. I don't know where it came from, but it could be like Richard Gere and the hamster. Who knows? But no one's ever, tried to debunk it. All right. So it just seems to me, typically, if you're the head of the FBI, you feel like someone would be like, hey, have some respect, blah, blah, blah. It's not that. They just go, yeah, maybe, which tells me probably.
Where did you learn that? On Eat This, Not That?
Honestly, The Naked Gun.
Okay.
Because they pull off the sheets and they're like, here's we're memorizing famous cops or whatever. And J. Edgar Hoover's was a gun, a dress, and something else.
Oh, that's right.
And you're as a kid, I was like, I don't get it. Then years later, my dad was like, everybody thought he was a cross-dresser.
By the way, I have been corrected. Hitler's birthday is not on Earth Day. It is 4/20.
Nice.
April 20. Nice.
Why did still want it on my nephew's birthday?
Oh, yeah. Okay. April 20.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803 round.
Hello, Sean. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, hola, guys.
Hola. Sean, sober, not sober?
Sober.
All right, Sean, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll, you're going to give up one for the new year. Pizza, social media, shaving, or booze?
All of that sounds really healthy. I think I'm going to go with shaving, though.
All right, what part of you is the hairiest? Or what part of you
do you shave the
would
most?
Sprout the most? Yeah, what needs the most attention from the razor?
Well, where do you think?
I don't know. I mean, some people, it's their back. It can be your chest. It can be downstairs.
It's downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Growing like a weed, huh?
How often do you have to trim that bad boy up, just to maintain a decent look?
Every 3 days or so.
You're kidding me.
Wow, man.
Okay.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I'm Native American, but, I have also a little bit of Italian, so...
And that's where it shows up.
It's kind of alarming.
I think that's just where your blood flows, man.
Yeah, it really is.
I like that. Native American, and my first thought was, man, they're not like known as like a hairy group. As soon as you said Italian, I'm like, oh yeah. Man, I'll tell you what, man, one of the hottest chicks I ever knew. I mean, just an absolute smoke show. Turns out she was Greek, and she went maybe a week without shaving her lip. I did not know.
Her lip.
Yeah, I mean, and look, she was an absolute smoke show. Always looked great, and she just showed up after a long weekend once. We're all kind of like, something looks different, like her mustache, and that's what it was.
Have you ever kissed a girl with a mustache?
I kissed a girl with a mustache. Not one that's noticeable. I mean, you can find anyone's mustache like in the sunlight. There's going to be something there, but not like visibly, hey, she has a mustache. I'm going in for the kill. You did, yeah.
Well, here's the thing too: is I'm bisexual, and so I like guys as well. So
yeah, we got that with the bisexual.
Oh, so like you can walk into any room and everyone's up for grabs.
Yeah.
How do you determine it? Is it like before you get there, or then like do you pick ahead of time?
Like, are you in a mood for one or the other, or does it just kind of hit you?
When I go to a steakhouse, I'm going to get a steak. I already know that. But if I go to a fish place, I'm going to get fish.
Sure.
So do you know that ahead of time, or do you walk into the fish place and then order a steak?
Sometimes I go in for a steak, but sometimes I also am in a mood for fish.
Okay.
Well, sometimes you get surf and turf.
That's what man. Oh,
hey, all right.
That's the answer. That's the answer.
I'm going to start calling you Surf and Turf Sean. I like it. Hey, we don't know what we're going to get tonight, but I'm going to eat well.
My nickname in high school, so you thrill.
I wasn't for real.
No.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Surf and turf.
No.
That's what I'm in the mood for tonight.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Just spin the wheel.
Treat it like a buffet. You get there and you find out what's good.
And sometimes you go back for seconds.
Everything's good.
Everything's good. All right, Surf and Turf, here's your question. What song was tapped out on the giant keyboard in the movie Big?
What song
was tapped out on the keyboard? What's that?
What song was tapped out?
Well, basically, they had a on-the-floor kind of musical thing where you jumped up
big
and down.
giant keyboard looks like a piano. Yeah.
Right.
And then when you stand on the keys, you can create a song by dancing across.
So you can't do chopsticks because you can't spread your legs that far.
Right.
They do.
They did.
Did they?
Yeah.
Huh.
Did you just give me the answer?
No, they did that one in addition to this.
Right.
One. So
they do the song, and then at the
Okay.
end, he's like, chopsticks.
Right.
All right.
Oh, geez. I don't know. Nocturne in D by
Nice.
Mozart. I don't know.
Do you know, Miles?
I know. I could hear it, but I don't know if I know the name.
Mike, I know you know. I can just tell your brain already knows the answer.
Did it also a Huey Lewis song?
It is.
Oh.
Heart and Soul.
Oh.
Heart and Soul.
That's interesting.
Oh. All right.
Gotcha, baby.
Hot loving every night.
All right, here's your question. Does anyone actually say hot loving?
Say what?
Like hot loving. I can't imagine like walking to my, hey baby, you ready for some hot loving? You getting soggy?
All right.
Hot loving.
You ready for that hot loving?
Yeah.
Hey, girl, you damp?
Yeah.
You know, he says that, or she's got loving every night.
Yeah. She got loving every night. Dun, 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 dun.
Whoa. Whoa. I think he can't sing anymore. What a crime.
Really? Did he lose his voice?
Oh, my God. Last year, we lost Huey Lewis with vocal problems. Really? We lost John Bon Jovi with vocal problems. Hall & Oates broke up. I mean, all your favorite,
all your favorites
all your
that you're embarrassed to
favorite
admit.
80s hits are now just...
All right. Here's your question. Barbie's last name is Roberts. Right? So what is Ken's last name? What is Ken's last name?
What is Ken's last name?
It can be a first or last name.
Oh.
Okay. It can be a first or last name.
Yeah, I'll give you a hint. It starts with the letter C. It can be a first or last name. I think that's the best way to put
I feel like Ken and Barbie's kind of your fantasy, Sean.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
I got you.
I'm going to go with my middle name, Christopher.
Carson.
Ken Carson.
Okay, who played Barbie? Was it Margot
Robbie?
Okay. Do you take her or do you take Ryan Gosling? Let's say you go to the seafood place.
Yeah,
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking Steve. Oh, yes, I'm asking you.
You know what?
Surf and turf.
You get more street
I
cred
will
if you
take-
took Ryan, I believe.
Well, here's the thing. It depends on what mood I'm in, but I will definitely take both. Right now, definitely Margot.
All
All right.
Go on Barbie.
Hey, no, Sean. No. I want Margot. But, hey, bro, do me a solid and go home with Ryan, man. I'm trying to mac on Margot over here. Although I get the feeling...
Okay, well, I'll take Ryan. You take Margot.
Thank you.
We're good.
We can make this work
Yes,
together,
you're
man.
welcome.
The ultimate wingman. All right.
I will take you out, Thrill.
I'd go with you, man. We can split it up like that.
Sure.
Like, look, so when the guy walks over to me and says, hey, man, stop hitting on my girlfriend, like, relax, buddy. I got something for you, too, man. This is full service.
Yeah.
Just chill out.
This is my boy Thrill.
All right, Sean, your question. Captain Nemo was a character in what book?
Captain Nemo?
Captain Nemo.
Oh. Boy,
I mean, they named Nemo after this guy because he's associated with water.
Nemo in Latin means nobody.
Really? And I want to say he was in what of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, the horrible movie that ended up getting Sean Connery to quit acting. That is not a joke because the reviews were so bad.
Miles' favorite Disney song features part of this title. Does it? Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Repeat the question.
All right. So Captain Nemo was a character in what book?
I don't know. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
I was saying
Under the sea.
Moby Dick.
Oh, I
that's
thought
what
you were
you're
pointing
pointing
down
at.
like underwater.
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw him
What
doing
was the,
the M.
what was the
there's not an M
Moby
in this.
part? Oh.
But then when you
What's an
pointed
M?
down, I thought you meant the water, not necessarily
technically.
your.
You got to hit more of an angle when you're going to point that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the two hand. Right?
Yes, this.
All right, Sean, your question. What is the driest continent on Earth?
Driest?
Sheila.
Yeah.
Like as far as sobriety or?
Driest continent. as in-
Weather.
Yes. Lack of precipitation. Lack of precipitation.
Africa?
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Oh, that's because it's a desert climate.
That's exactly.
Technically.
All right, your question. Both Israel and Jordan border what sea?
What sea?
Mm-hmm. SEA. They both border what sea?
Caspian Sea?
Mediterranean. Huh?
Dead.
Oh, dead.
Dead Sea.
Dead Sea. Question 5, Sean. You're now our new biggest dummy.
Hey, congratulations on that.
Nice work.
All right. Your question. Actor Timothée Chalamet and actress Kate Blanchett have both played what character? In fact, Blanchett got an Oscar nod for playing this person back in 2008.
Back in what year?
2008. They've both played the same person. Timothée Chalamet more recently.
Kim Chalamet. What? Okay.
Ball knower, Timothy Chalamet.
Jeez. Okay.
He's getting a lot of credit for playing this particular person. It's just that Kate Blanchett also played this person 16 years before that.
As a pilot.
What's that?
As a pilot.
How's it feel not knowing this answer?
Mm-hmm. It's a very, very recent movie with Timothée Chalamet.
I only know him from Interstellar.
He was not in Interstellar. He's
Bob Dylan?
Yeah.
When did Kate Blanchett play Bob Dylan?
Back in 2008. I don't know the movie, but she got an Oscar nod. She did such a good job. Hey, Sean, hang on the line for us, man. We're going to get back to you on the other side. But yeah, believe it or not, she also played Bob Dylan.
More Big Dummy coming up, 206-803-ROCK.
This podcast is brought to you by Kleenex Lotion Tissues, You can't predict sick days, but with Kleenex lotion tissues, you can be better prepared for them while helping keep your skin healthy. Whether it's a surprise sneeze or a stuffy nose, it's always good to have something gentle on hand. Kleenex lotion tissues moisturize to help prevent skin irritation while you're battling those unwanted cold and flu symptoms. It's extra care when you need it most. I mean, why not have one less thing to worry about when you're not feeling your best? For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
Auto insurance rates are on the rise, which is why you should call Vern Fonk Insurance. Vern Fonk could save you up to 20% on your auto insurance. The pros at Vern Fonk will do all the work, comparing different plans to find you the best options. And they can insure you over the phone. One call to Vern Fonk could save you up to 20%. Call 206-408-5094. 206-408-5094.
Remember to honk when you drive by Vern Fonk.
Restrictions apply based on a Q3 2023 study of Vern Fonk insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number 1070622.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
The details behind the Diddy indictment. Taylor Swift's stalkers. Jerry Lee trying to kill Elvis. Disgraceland dives into the dark side of entertainment every Tuesday. Follow and listen to Disgraceland on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Escape to paradise with a relaxing 6-night stay in the iconic islands of Tahiti and Moorea. Enjoy an all-inclusive nonstop flight to Tahiti from Seattle or Los Angeles on Air Tahiti Nui, the world's most immersive travel experience. From the vibrant cabins to the warm and welcoming crew, you will be transported to Tahiti from the moment you step on board. This dream getaway also includes beautiful accommodations, excursions, daily breakfast, all transfers, and more, starting at just $26.95 per person. Call 1-877-468-2448 to book yours today.
Lovers wants to know, ever forget Valentine's Day in the past? Need to make up for it? Do it and them right this time with the perfect pleasure present from Lovers stores. Whether you're looking for spicy toys, alluring lingerie, or exciting accessories, Lovers has it all. Save 20% when you mention unforgettable at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow Rewards membership until February 28th. Some exclusions apply.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. When that pipe starts to trickle and you're in a real pickle, call Pinky. When that burst pipe starts to smell ripe, call Pinky. When your water heater's shot and it won't get hot, call Pinky. When you get home to a flood, call your best bud. Pinky's Plumbing to the rescue. No job is too big or too small. Pinky's does it all. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinky's. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
Hey, what's the easiest way to find out what channel the game's on? Sports on What? Subscribe to the Sports on What app and quickly find the channel for every provider. Satellite, cable, or streaming. Sports on What knows the channel the game is on, and you can too. Download today.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Here's Big Dummy 206-803 Rock. Do we still have Sean on the line?
Hello, Sean.
Yeah, you got me.
Hey, by the way, just so you know, you were right about one thing, and all the texters would let me know. Timothée Chalamet was, in fact, an Interstellar. Apparently, he played the whiny teenager. Okay.
Right. Sean, I got your question number 6 now.
All right, question number 6 for you. What was Fonzie's first and last name on Happy Days?
First and last name?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Jeremy.
Arthur Fonzarelli.
Yes, Arthur Fonzarelli. He was Yiddish.
Thrill, you can keep calling me Surf and Turf.
No, I'll stick with that then. All right. Surf and Turf. I'm glad you're proud of that. Your question, what cartoon gave us the Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy song?
Yeah. I was not allowed to watch this cartoon.
Really?
Yep.
You said Happy, Happy, and Joy, Joy?
Happy, Joy, Joy. 2 main characters, and not the Beavis and Butthead.
Close.
Well, that's a really good hint. 2 main characters. Rocko's Modern Life.
Oh, so
SpongeBob?
Ren and Stimpy. Ren and
Stimpy, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Sean, if you're going out maybe looking for a woman, do you dress differently?
Yes. Why?
I mean, well, okay, so
It takes off the leather. Miles, you bait your line differently depending on what you're
I have a theory on this. I think you could go out like in a nice, decent pair of jeans and maybe a flannel shirt, or kind of a little bit more on the low key tip.
That's my girl hunting attire.
But if you're going to go out for a guy, you got to step your game up.
If I'm going out for a guy, I usually do a long sleeve button up.
Ah, okay.
Oh, that's the sign. Okay.
Yeah, that's my Ryan Gosling app.
Well, yeah. Well, no.
Wait, but what do you wear if you're going out with a woman?
Short sleeve.
Ha! All right. I think I'm the opposite.
Really?
Yeah, I'll wear a long sleeve button up going out with a lady.
Short sleeve going out with a guy.
Well, yeah, going out with the fellas. Short sleeve T-shirt.
Okay. All right, Sean, what is the capital of Portugal?
Portugal.
Yes.
Portugal the Man. My stepson's favorite band, by the way.
Starts with the letter
I couldn't
L.
tell you.
World-class city.
Long sleeve shirt. I don't know.
Lisbon.
Oh, Lisbon. Okay. Good enough.
What are those Italians teaching you?
Huh?
Nothing.
All right, let's see here. All right, what movie includes the quote, "That rug really tied the room together"?
Come on, man.
That rug really tied the room together.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a romantic comedy?
No, it is not that.
Is it a comedy?
Yeah, more or less. Kind of a dry humor thing. It had John Goodman. Which Bridges? Was it Jeff Bridges?
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges, John Goodman. Trying to think who else was it.
Who's the ugly dude?
Steve
Buscemi.
Who's the ugly dude?
Hey. Well, I think he'd admit it. Funny looking.
Funny looking, yeah.
K-Pax? I don't know.
The Big Lebowski.
Oh. Question 9.
Okay.
All right, question number 9. Who was described as having a heart 2 sizes too small? A heart 2 sizes too small.
Thrill's favorite character of this particular genre.
As far as Christmas movies go, yes.
This ain't a Ryan Gosling movie, is it?
No, this was an animated classic, if you will, at Christmas time.
And then Jim Carrey played this character in a more real-life adaptation.
Yeah.
Inside Out?
He looked over Whoville.
And he is green.
And he's a Dr. Seuss character. He's a green Christmas character from Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss.
Horton Hears a Who.
Horton Hears a Who, not a Christmas book.
Can't do it.
Yeah. John,
if you can't get the Grinch.
Come on, man.
You're not going to know anything.
How many times
shouldn't be playing the game?
A green Christmas character.
Horton the
Name another green, just off the top of your head, not the Grinch.
Right.
I say, all right, I want a Christmas character, but he's green, and go.
The tree.
There you go. The tree. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you're right.
The green character is like Slimer.
Is he a Christmas character?
I can't remember when Ghostbusters takes place.
I mean, Kermit, he's not. I mean, there was Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
The Grinch is that easy.
Yeah, the Grinch. Come on, man.
Yes.
It's the freaking Grinch.
Yes.
It's the goddamn Grinch,
Come
Sean.
on, man.
Come on, man.
You're taking us for a ride
Jesus Christ.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Had to.
Yeah. Nobody's that dumb.
Hello, Jack. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whore. Jack, sober, not sober.
Sober.
Shit, Jack. Sound like you're working and we're bothering you.
No, you just caught me walking up a hill off my front nine.
Oh, did you really? Okay, good for you.
Out of
You're all winded.
Mine while I was on hold, you know.
What are you shooting?
Disc golf.
Disc golf.
Oh, nice.
Oh, disc golf.
Right.
Okay. All right, very good. All right, Jack, our men's room poll, you're going to give up one for the new year. Are you going to take pizza, social media, shaving, or booze?
Social media, for sure.
And it's gone.
All right. All right, here's your question. Name 2 of the 3 states with 13 letters in the name.
This include ones that have 2 words.
Wyoming, Oklahoma.
So Mississippi.
Nope.
Connecticut.
Nope. Massachusetts is 1. And the other 2, they're basically the same. It just depends what direction you want to go.
Oh, North and South Dakota? Or North
Carolina.
and South Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Massachusetts. Can you spell Massachusetts?
No.
Yep.
MASSACHUTES.
SETS.
I can spell Cape Cod.
Well, congratulations. All right, your question. Who replaced Ronnie James Dio and Black Sabbath? As a hint, he's the lead singer of Deep Purple.
Well, I'm horrible with names, so let's go with replace Dio. Well,
Ozzy, then Ronnie James Dio, then they got the guy from Deep Purple took over for Ronnie James Dio.
But you say Black Sabbath?
Yes.
You didn't say Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath.
Oh, yeah, I'll go for it for sure. No?
Who did you guess?
Not Ozzy Osbourne? Ozzy?
No.
Richie Blackmore?
Nope. Richie Blackmore played guitar. He played with Ronnie James Dio in Rainbow. Then they got Ian Gillian.
Oh, Ian Gillian.
Ian Gillian from Deep Purple. And actually, that Black Sabbath album was pretty good. Born Again.
Okay.
Terrible production, but a solid album. All right, the question. How many states are needed to ratify an amendment for it to become part of the Constitution?
Let's go with 26.
I'll go
42.
with simple majority.
It's like 33?
38. 38.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a 50-50 split. Need a little bit more than that.
Well, that's what I like about his guess, like 26.
Right.
Question 4. Question number 4.
We'll bring that back to 1916 where they did not have that. So just saying, Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we got you, man. Mm-hmm. What was the name of the commission that investigated the assassination of JFK?
Okay, I'm sorry. One more time. What was the beginning of that?
What was the name of the commission that investigated the assassination of JFK?
The CIA.
Oh. The Warren Commission?
The Warren Commission. Yep.
Question 5, Jack.
Who was head of the Warren Commission? Was it a guy named Warren?
Probably a guy named Warren is my guess,
Dale.
but I don't know. Or his first name was Warren.
Yeah.
All right, the question, who's the bass player in Soundgarden?
I don't know, brother. I don't even got to guess.
Is that Kim Thale?
No,
Ben
he plays
Shepherd.
guitar. Ben Shepherd.
Jack, you're now our new biggest dummy.
Say friendly?
Took you 6 questions.
I ran 6 already?
Yeah, I just qualified you.
Yeah, you just took them out?
Yeah.
All right, your question, what is the name of the plane that dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima?
Yeah. I had a picture of this plane in my house growing up.
Really?
My grandfather was stationed in Guam. He was with the Air Force, and he was stationed in Guam while that plane was there.
Oh, wow.
And he took that photo.
Did he know what the plane was set out to do, or you find out after the fact?
I think he knew.
Okay.
I'm not positive. I don't know. He passed long before I could have this conversation with him, so I don't know a whole lot. He might not have taken that photo, but I know he was there.
So the name of the plane that dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima. Any guesses there, Jack?
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 Jack's still there.
Jack. Like Jack's gone.
I think Jack is gone.
Jack
got off the phone. Enola Gay.
Yes, Enola Gay.
Okay. All right. Very good. What?
Next.
That was good.
Yeah, I know.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK. Slid it in, slid it out.
It's going to be you or me.
Yeah.
Hello, Russell.
I know.
Welcome to the men's room.
I got it, boys.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whores.
We're
sober,
weekend. Come
sober or not sober?
Oh, I'm sober. I'm a truck driver.
Okay, very good. Okay, our men's room poll, you're going to give up one for the new year. Will it be pizza, social media, shaving, or booze?
Shaving. I do that. I don't shave most of the time anyway because nobody ever sees me. So.
That makes sense. You're truck driver. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good point,
Yeah.
man.
Nobody cares what I look like.
Okay.
It's a positive reinforcement there, Russell. I like it. All right.
Yeah.
Here's your question. What wonder of the world would you find in Agra, India? Oh. Yeah.
Agra, India. That would be the temple.
Yeah, it is a temple.
It is a temple.
What's it called?
It's got a name. You probably eaten at one of these restaurants. They have them spread out across North America.
There's also a
Indian
band
temple.
with this name.
Sounds like a person, actually.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was a person.
India temple.
India Temple.
Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal, man.
Yeah. Taj Mahal. I should have known that one.
I mean, it's the only thing I can think of that's a wonder of the world in India. That's how I narrowed that one.
Was that a casino in Vegas as well?
It was.
Yes, it was.
I was like, was it Vegas or Atlantic City?
It was
Might have been both.
It might have been, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Maybe there has to be one in Atlantic City. I've definitely gambled at the Taj Mahal.
Mm-hmm. All right, your question. What does a pizzaiolo do? What does a pizzaiolo do?
If you can decipher what it said.
Pizzaiolo.
Is it an instrument?
It is not an instrument.
What's it do? It's a weapon?
Nope.
Is that the thing that slices the pizza? Is that a pizza wheel? Like
a pizzaiolo, believe it or not, that is the technical name for the person who makes your pizza.
Oh.
That's all. I bet you most of them don't know that. All right, and Jack and the Beanstalk, which, by the way, it's Jack and the Beanstalk. Imagine my surprise when I found that out. And Jack and the Beanstalk.
I got it, strike two, man.
How many magic beans?
Magic beans.
How many magic beans? Two. Does Jack get a return for a cow? Jack and the Beanstalk.
Five magic beans.
Oh, you got it. Magic know your beans. Very good.
I'm not even kidding. When I was a little kid, I did not realize it was Jack and the Beanstalk.
You're kidding me.
No, but at that time, the other phrase did not mean to me what it means to be now. So when I finally actually saw the title,
stealing
I'm like,
it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, why is he stealing the beans? Oh, I see.
I'm not naming it Beanstalk anymore.
Hello, Waylon. Welcome to the midroom.
Hi.
Hola. Waylon, are you sober or not sober?
I'm very much sober right now.
All right, Waylon, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll. You're going to give up one for the new year. Pizza, social media, shaving, or booze?
Probably booze.
Booze, you could do it.
I can do it. I've been sober for years, so.
Okay.
Good. All right.
Why don't you give up sobriety?
Why don't we give up something hard then, like the pizza?
If you've already given it up, it's a gimme.
Oh, man. I don't know. What were the options you got? Pizza, booze?
It's pizza, social media, shaving, or booze?
Yeah, I could probably do social media. I only just look at stuff anyways.
All right.
I think it's pretty much
How long have you been sober, Waylon?
19 years.
Good for you.
Oh,
man.
wow.
Nice work.
What inspired that? Personal choice, doctor's orders, something
or the cops.
legal?
I just never did it.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man, I went probably like 15 solid years without drinking.
Wait a minute, so
and
are
then
you...
I turned 16 and things changed.
So are you 19?
So that was my question, Ted.
Like 19 and a half.
All right, well, that makes sense.
All right, I don't know.
You're not even legal age.
Yeah,
yet.
you should be drinking,
Not
kid.
that matters, but...
I like how we're so you shouldn't be drinking. Dad, at what age did you start drinking?
No, that's not the point. But he's
right.
like, been sober for 19 years. And you're like, when'd you quit? It's like, well, I was bored.
Yeah.
Bored
Like,
this
I
way.
think that's a little different than our people are like, oh, I actually gave up booze.
I drank in the womb and gave it up.
I haven't smoked cigarettes in 34 years.
Good.
Yeah. I've been sober off heroin for 44 years.
Off heroin.
Yeah. And meth.
Good for you, man. Good on you.
Yeah,
Oh,
good on
thanks,
you, Ted.
dude. Yeah. You know what? Good for me.
You don't get enough credit for that.
Got a grain of cocaine for 34 years, Ted.
Yeah, right? Not 1 gram.
All right, your question. What was Dr. Frankenstein's first name?
Frankenstein?
Mm-hmm. Dr. Frankenstein.
Oh, it's not doctor, is it? Shoot, I should have read more.
Could also mean winner.
Doctor.
You're the...
Oh, winner. They said
Frankenstein doesn't
winner.
sound that bad. I haven't read it, so.
Neither have I.
Take a stab at it.
Is it Philip?
Philip Frankenstein, that was his brother. The Dr. Frankenstein they wrote a book about was Victor Frankenstein.
You don't want to hear about Philip Frankenstein, man.
It's a sordid tale, Mike.
I do.
All right. According to ESPN, who was the greatest athlete of the 20th century? They're still alive, just so you know.
Tom Brady.
Jordan?
Michael Jordan. Yeah.
Hold the line, Waylon. More Big Dummy coming up. 206-803-ROCK.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
What is Dax, are you?
Tracking all our cars on Carvana Value Tracker on all our devices? Yes, Kristen, yes, I am.
Well, I've been looking for my phone for...
In Dax's domain, we see all. So we always know what our cars are worth.
All of them?
All of them. Value surge, trucks up 3.9%.
That's a great offer.
I know. Sell?
Sell.
Track your car's value with Carvana Value Tracker today.
Is your team at work feeling a little disconnected? Maybe the workflow's not flowing? Try Confluence by Atlassian. Confluence is the connected workspace where teams can create, organize, and deliver work like never before. In Confluence, teams can whiteboard their vision for any project, easily create or access the relevant pages and resources they need, and discover important context they might not even know they need. Plus, AI helps teams jumpstart brainstorms, organize information, and connect workflows, so teams can move efficiently and create alignment with ease. In fact, with Confluence, teams can see 5.2% average boost in productivity in 1 year. So if your team lacks confidence, try Confluence, the connected workspace where teams can do it all. Set knowledge free with Confluence. Learn more at Atlassian.com/confluence. That's ATLASSIAN.com/CONFLUENCE.
This podcast is brought to you by Kleenex Lotion Tissues. You can't predict sick days, but with Kleenex Lotion Tissues, you can be better prepared for them while helping keep your skin healthy. Whether it's a surprise sneeze or a stuffy nose, it's always good to have something gentle on hand. Kleenex Lotion Tissues moisturize to help prevent skin irritation while you're battling those unwanted cold and flu symptoms. It's extra care when you need it most. I mean, why not have one less thing to worry about when you're not feeling your best? For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
Look, we're all human. We push-pull doors, we blow on ice cream to cool it down, and sometimes we forget to check our blind spots. That's why the 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid offers class-leading advanced safety features. Like an available blind spot view monitor, which shows you a live video feed of your blind spots. Because the Tucson Hybrid is made for humans who are just that, human. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for details.
99.9 KISW. The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
Top foods are ordered on the Grubhub. Last year, coming up with the head chef. Intense meat and potatoes at 4:30. Right after the game known as Big Dummy. 206-803-ROCK. I still have Waylon on the line there. Hello, Waylon.
I'm still here.
All right, Waylon, I got you question number 3.
Question number 3 for Waylon. Joe Cool is the alter ego of what comic character?
Snoopy.
Knew that one.
Said with authority.
Snoopy. Big Dummy is the game. 206-803-ROCK.
Yes, it is, Ted. James, welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola, bitch, hola.
Hola. James, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
All right, James, what do you get into this early?
My Ken Griffey Jr.
Your Ken Griffey Jr., explain.
My Ken Griffey Jr.
Explain.
Pen Griffey. Pen. Like a dab pen. Pen Griffey Jr., not Pen.
Jr.
I get you.
Yeah,
I see what you did there,
right.
James.
Pen Griffey Jr., I like that.
Yeah. All right, give up one for the new year. Will it be pizza, social media, shaving, or booze, James?
We're going to go shaving. I already got a beard, so let's go for it.
Okay, and everything else. Oh, we forgot about that part. We are not allowed to cuss on the air.
Once again, bedroom callers, here are the 7 words you can't say on the radio. Sucker, mother, and please keep those words in mind when calling. Now, back to the program.
All right, James, your question.
My bad.
Yeah, we get it, man. Your question, what is the name of the comic shop on The Simpsons?
Oh. I cannot remember it, so I'm just going to say the comic shop.
Do you remember, Miles? It kind of encompasses everything in the nerd world. It is called the Android's Dungeon. Although technically it's the Android's Dungeon in Baseball Card Shop. Yeah, that is the full name. The Android's Dungeon. All right, your question. What major European city is nicknamed the Eternal City? Been around for a hot minute.
Will you just turn already?
That is a really fast blinker, dude. I'm glad you're using it.
Or he was...
That tail lights out, but...
I was just saying the tail lights out. That's why it's blinking.
I'm sorry, repeat the question one more time. I apologize.
What major European city is nicknamed the Eternal City?
I'm just going to go ahead and guess and say London.
Rome? You figure it's going to be London,
Istanbul?
it's going to be Paris, or in this case, it is Rome.
Oh, Rome. Well, all roads lead there.
Rome, if you want to. All right, your question. What was the name of Jasmine's tiger in Disney's Aladdin?
Yeah.
Mike, I knew you would know. You would have wrote the question. I'm like, Mike's going to know.
This one I actually just like the movie.
That's my favorite movie, too. Oh.
Well, then you know this, man. Come on.
Oh, come on. Oh.
See, I don't even want to tell you. When I know it's at the tip of your tongue, like, I don't even want to tell you the answer at that point.
Oh, Jasmine's tiger. Come on.
It is not Tony. It is not Shere Khan.
Oh, come on.
That's the other Disney tiger.
I'm trying to think of all the famous tigers out there. Woods.
I can't. It's not. No, it's not coming. I'm just going to go with Tony.
It is Raja.
Raja. Yep.
All right, your question is...
I'm doing so good.
Sorry, man. We've had some very stupid people on today. Your question, multiple choice. FDR, Eisenhower, Truman, or Harding? Which president was the first on the radio?
FDR.
Believe it or not, it was Warren G. Harding. Harding. Yeah.
Mount up.
Hey, everybody, at 3:55, 4 o'clock, it's the President Warren G. Harding here. Hey, keep listening. We got a stack of wax coming to play. On the flip side, I'm going to tell you about the State of the Union. All right.
Now here's Wonderwall.
Yeah. Here's Wonderwall from Oasis. I'm Warren G. Harding, your president. All right, your country. In what country would you find Geneva? What country would you find Geneva?
Geneva?
Geneva. Geneva. Geneva.
They have the Geneva Convention.
And it's a solid place to hold it.
Yes, it really is.
You guys are coming with the questions hard today.
Yeah. Harding.
Yeah. Geez, 2005 is rough.
They make watches. They make knives.
Yep. Get a Breitling there.
I don't know, gentlemen. I don't know.
It's cold. There's lots of white people.
Switzerland. All right, James, I got you at 5 questions.
Oh, my goodness.
They also protect the Pope. Swiss Guard.
In spite of how ridiculous they're dressed, apparently these guys are like,
badass.
They will kill you.
Yeah.
I feel like, hey, man, I appreciate you want me to protect the Pope. That's a big deal. Do we have to wear that? Like, can I just wear something else? Can I wear street clothes?
Maybe it's intimidation. If a bunch of angry-looking dudes show up in tutus, man,
you're telling me
they're nuts.
Look, I know these guys are badasses. I know this, but I'm just saying, if I did not know that, dressed like that, the last thing you're going to do is intimidate. I would laugh my ass off.
It's like a UFC fighter coming after like Mozart or something like that.
They're not tutus. They just have like
I know. I'm just
what are those pants called?
I don't know. I had to call them pantaloons, but I don't know if that's the right term. Like those big baggy up top.
Remember Payne Stewart used to wear them all the time, Miles.
Oh, knickers.
Yeah, they might be called knickers. Yes, knickers. Let me be very clear.
Oh, what did I say?
Just save your emails. Oh, sorry.
Come on.
All right, your question. Just give us some thought. Just picture it in your head. How many segments are there for the number 8 on a digital clock? You see the number 8 on a digital clock?
Okay.
You have to make yes, Mike. You got it.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of little bars that make up the numbers. So how many of those bars, how many segments make up the number 8 on a digital clock?
For example, 1 is 2.
Yeah.
Because you have the top one and the bottom one. They make one.
Correct.
They make a solid 1.
12?
7, huh? 7.
All right, James, you just tied Jack as the biggest dummy.
It's not going well.
That's all right. Hey, man, it's the first one of the year. If we're doing this in June and you're taking over for someone, it's bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Correct.
Your question?
I like that.
What is the capital of Iceland? Also, the only place I can name in Iceland.
Same.
The capital of Iceland.
Yes.
They're next.
Jeez. Greenland?
Reykjavik.
Yes.
Yeah, I would have never got that.
James, you got the title. You're on question number 7.
All right, question number 7 for you. It is multiple choice. The character Abraham von Brunt is better known to us as what character? The Phantom of the Opera, the Headless Horseman, the Lone Ranger, or the Invisible Man?
Phantom of the Opera?
Headless Horseman.
Headless Horseman. You know the story of the Headless Horseman?
No, I know it didn't end well for Ichabod.
He was a Hessian soldier. He was decapitated by a cannonball. That's why he was so angry, right? And then he rode around doing the stuff that he did.
That's why he had to have a pumpkin.
Wow.
Well, he just used the pumpkin on his head to freak people out because apparently he thought, if I'm just headless and chase people down the street, that's not going to scare anybody.
Also used it as a
so
lantern.
Let me stuff a pumpkin in my head.
Kind of used it as a
sure.
lantern.
Yeah.
It is scarier with the pumpkin head.
You think so?
Yes.
A headless dude is chasing, like to me, he put a pumpkin head on whatever. I'm like, no, I'm running because you're headless. Not
When I was a kid, that did terrify me.
That scared the living Jesus out of me.
Because the pumpkin was on fire, too. It wasn't just a normal, like, hey, here's the candle in here.
Yes.
That bitch was on fire.
Yeah, a little bit of overkill on his
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, that scared me, too.
All right, your question. Who played the Keymaster in the movie Ghostbusters? He was also punched in the face on a New York City street like 4 years ago for no particular reason.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Who played the Keymaster in the movie Ghostbusters?
Oh, my gosh.
He was also the main character of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. The main actor in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh.
And Dark Helmet in Spaceballs.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, my God, I see it.
He's Canadian.
And honest to God, I cannot name anything else he's done.
Little Shop of Horrors?
Was he in Little Shop of Horrors? Was he SNL as well, or was he SCTV?
He was SCTV.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, my gosh.
He kind of dropped out of Hollywood to take care of his kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Begins with an H.
Rick Morris or Mick Moranis.
There you go. Nice job. Nice
Mike,
job.
come on, man.
Finally. Well, but you are the new big dummy, James.
How many deep is he?
8.
8. Okay.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803 round.
Hello, Kyle. Welcome to the men's room. Hello, Kyle.
Yeah. I'm here.
Hola. Welcome to the men's room.
Kyle, sober or not sober?
Sober.
Kyle, welcome to Big Dummy. All right, Kyle, our men's room poll, you're going to give up one for the new year. Pizza, social media, shaving, or booze?
Social media can go out the door.
There it goes. Right there with it. All right, here is your question. Which planet in the solar system is known as Earth's twin? based on size, not appearance?
I just have to say Mars.
It's Venus, isn't it?
It is Venus.
We're the same size, but Venus is ugly.
Venus is real ugly. Real ugly. Gassy. Very gassy. All right, your question, which witch is flattened by a house in the Wizard of Oz?
The Wicked Witch of the West?
Oh. Nope. East. Wicked Witch of the East. The West, remember, she melted because of water, which tells me she didn't bathe.
She's gross. Stank witch.
That's why she was green.
I'd eat that late at night.
A stank
What's
witch?
that?
I don't know. You get it from a food truck or
A
something?
stank witch?
Yeah.
It's got to have like a stinky cheese on it.
Like, we don't serve
Or it's
sandwiches.
just like it's like
Onions and...
It's like a cheese steak, and there's like chicken tenders in there and fries. It's just a mess. Stank witch.
The stank witch.
God. Glad we clarified that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. 'Cause I quite like, you'd eat
I'd
what
eat that
exactly?
night.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, now I really want it.
The stank witch. All right, your question.
I got so much heartburn. I shouldn't be. Stop eating steak witches at 2 in the morning.
All right.
I got to slow down on the weed.
Gonna stick with Wizard of Oz here. Terry, that is the dog that played Toto. That is the actual dog's name, Terry. Terry. Hey, Terry, I got a gig for you. So, Terry, the dog that played Toto in The Wizard of Oz, was featured in how many Hollywood movies? 1, 3, 11, or 13?
Let's go with 11.
I'll say 1.
Terry was in 13 movies, Mike.
I knew it had to be one extreme.
Terry was in 13 movies, including Terry Does Dallas, which they then banned everywhere.
What was it, like Return to Toto? Did they acknowledge him, or did they?
No, he was Toto once, man. You know, he's like the actor that said, I already did that role. I'm not trying to reprise it. So he went on to do 12 other movies, and apparently, when this dog Terry died, it like sent these horrible ripples through Hollywood. Like he would have been like Benji. He was the go-to dog for anything in Hollywood.
Is the band Toto named after the dog?
It has to be. What other Toto do you know?
I'm asking.
I mean, honest to God. The only other time I heard Toto from the time I saw Wizard of Oz as a kid is when the band Toto showed up. So to me, you have to have named the band.
Right.
It doesn't mean they did, but I can't think of another Toto.
I think the most prolific dog in Hollywood is Rin Tin Tin.
Would it be Rin Tin Tin or Lassie?
But Lassie just did Lassie. Rin Tin Tin was like a decorated war hero or something, too.
Like in real life?
Oh, yeah. That
Oh,
dog's
really?
badass.
Okay.
He was in a bunch of films.
Did not know that. All right.
You got nothing on Flipper.
Flipper the dolphin.
was a racist.
Hey, man, Flipper was a racist-ass dolphin.
man.
This has been covered. It's been documented. All right. Your question. We know that 911 is for emergency services. 311 is non-emergency services. 411 is for information. What is 511?
Oh, geez. Penis size?
Not penis size. It would be U.S. travel conditions. So if you're going to travel?
Never heard that.
What do you got, Mike?
Just a quick search here. The Wikipedia confirmed Toto was named after the dog.
The man. Yeah, it had to be.
Hold the line.
Yeah. Yeah, Toto joke. All right, your question. In what country would you find the active volcano Krakatoa?
Krakatoa!
What country? Krakatoa.
It would not surprise you that there's an active volcano in this country.
Also, one of the biggest amusement parks you'll ever see right across the water. Huge. Like, I mean, a huge amusement park.
For real?
Yes. It's kind of like the KFC at the
Right.
Pyramid.
Japan? No.
Not Japan. Indonesia.
Question number 6 here, Kyle.
Ted, someone is saying that the stank witch would be tuna and roast beef.
Oh, damn. God, yeah. No, I just needed a bunch of stuff together.
Yeah.
Put a little stank on it.
You want our stank sauce?
About to say, what kind of sauce we putting on this stank sandwich?
Stank sauce.
Yeah, it's stank sauce, man.
Donkey sauce.
And all we play is like real funky bass-heavy music at my stand.
God.
Would you like a side of stank sauce, or you just want it directly on your stank witch?
We put stank on everything tonight, all right?
All right, your question.
Stank gravy. Stank butter.
Stank butter. It ain't dank, but it's stank.
Stank Ranch. It's tangy.
Can you buy like stankwitches at the?
Yeah, you get a stankwich, and then you get some stank sauce on the side, man. Dip your stankwich into
See,
stank.
the more we talk about it, I'm like, I wonder what it tastes like.
I know my stomach's starting to growl. Like, this is what you're growling about is stank sauce. That's what put me over the top. All right, your question.
Stank cheese.
Where is the Museum of Pop Culture located?
No, Seattle.
You got it.
Wow.
Nice
That was a
work.
little easier.
What were you thinking?
No, I'm just saying it's here.
Well, I know, but a lot of times you don't know.
Do you know where the Nutcracker Museum is located?
The Nutcracker Museum.
It's only one in the country.
Leavenworth?
Leavenworth.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Big Dummy!
My mom loves Nutcrackers. We went over there one year. I've been to the museum.
Is it even, like, say I have the kids, I'm in Leavenworth. Is it even worth going in there?
I would suggest you let the wife and the kids go see the museum.
Okay.
It was the second time we went over there. My mom was like, we should go to that museum again. I said, cool. I'm going to be over at the Moochin House having a beer.
There you
Do you
go.
have test nuts? I mean, can you bring them in?
I don't know.
All right.
So it's not like Pez where they have like
Test
a.
nuts. I brought in some nuts, man. I want to test out your Nutcracker.
Yeah, seriously, I'm not buying it for them word.
Right.
So it's not like Pez dispensers where they have like a Keanu Reeves nutcracker.
Yeah, I mean, these are traditional. I don't
just
remember.
figure if we're gonna have a museum of them, you know, like the men's room nutcrackers, like it's just us up there.
You went Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
All the people out there, the Keanu Reeves Nutcracker.
Who would you go with? What nutcracker would you want?
Whoa.
Samuel L. Jackson nutcracker.
When was he a Nutcracker?
Well, it's not that he
wasn't in.
Nutcracker's just a dude.
Like, are any celebrities represented with Nutcrackers?
Yeah.
Because you're right. Like Pez dispensers, you can get that kind of thing. But does anyone have like limited time Nutcrackers? Why don't we do that like for the Mariners? Instead of bobblehead night, it's Nutcracker night.
I would do Steve Harvey because he's got the teeth.
I actually
Yeah,
did
no
buy
kidding.
I bought a Seattle Nutcracker from like Bartell one year. They had one in.
What does it look like?
It just
Is it the Starbucks fish?
yeah, it's like wearing a Sonics jersey.
So it's just a Nutcracker, but wearing Seattle.
Seriously. I was like, I gotta have this thing.
It's got a Mariner cap.
Seriously.
Hello, Derek. Welcome to the bedroom.
Hello, gentlemen.
Derek, are you sober or not sober?
I am sober. Currently driving home.
All right, Derek. Welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll. Give up one for the new year: pizza, social media, shaving, or booze.
I am going to give up pizza. I am not a pizza guy.
What?
You are not a pizza guy.
Like, there's just no pizza that you particularly like.
If you had to eat one.
Well, I had a really bad experience with food poisoning from Domino's like 3 or 4 years ago, and it just ruined it for me.
Damn, Domino's.
All right. Look, man, I went to the ER because of a mushroom, but I still eat them.
Yeah, I mean, I would go pizza. I'd go back to.
And mushrooms aren't that spectacular. I just like,
But you picked the one that was orange and discolored, man.
beautiful rainbow colors.
Yeah. All right. Here is your question. What does the M represent in the equation E equals MC squared?
Is it motion?
Oh, mass, right?
Mass.
Nah, dang it.
I like where your head's at, brother.
Motion.
I got Nutcracker on the brain.
Don't we all?
Would you buy a Keanu Reeves Nutcracker?
No, but I know my mom probably would.
Really? Oh, she's a Keanu Reeves fan? Someone else suggested the Gary Busey Nutcracker.
Oh, there's another one.
I just feel like somehow
He's got the teeth too.
he does, but I feel like you'd use the Gary Busey Nutcracker, and somehow when they land in your hand, they're wet and covered in hair.
It would look broken because the mouth would kind of go sideways.
He's like he's got George Washington's wooden teeth.
I don't know if you can open the mouth is the problem. Everything he says is through his teeth. Oh, just put the Nutcracker in my mouth.
He looks like he's chewing some really gritty jerky.
He does. And there's nothing in his mouth. That's what's so disturbing.
Buttered sausage.
All right, your question. How many U.S. states begin with new?
Ooh, okay. So New Jersey, New Mexico, New Hampshire, New York. I think is it 5?
Dude, it's 4.
You just said
you
4.
Named the 4.
I named all 4.
You named all 4.
I know. I get his logic though. You get the ones that you know. Assume that you're missing one, and then you go one long.
I know, but sometimes, man, you
Exactly where my brain was.
I hear you.
Nope, that was sound logic, man. I know exactly where you're at, Derek.
But he was wrong, Mike.
He was.
All right, your question. Michael Jackson was known, well, as a lot of things, but also the king of pop. Who is considered the queen of pop?
Queen Latifah. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you for that. That wheel's about to spin, brother. I have no respect for this artist at all. I think they're terrible, disingenuous, and Mike, you got it, yes.
Okay.
And
I'm guessing it's one single person.
Still alive.
Mm-hmm. Still alive.
Though you wouldn't know it by looking at her.
Talentless. I don't understand how this person has made it all these decades. They're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which was when I stopped taking that place seriously.
Has a terrible Christmas cover, which is already a bad song. She somehow made it worse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
And she's probably up with the latest TikTok challenge from what I've seen.
Had a weird halftime show.
I don't remember hers.
Good.
Had a weird halftime show. Oh, was it Janet Jackson?
No. Madonna? It is, in fact, Madonna.
All right, Derek, question 4.
Wasn't she the one that had the guy that was bouncing on the toe strap or something like that?
I really don't
everything she does
remember
is
her.
weird to me.
It is weird. It just, yeah. All right, how many electoral college votes does a presidential candidate need to be elected president?
I believe it's 270, correct?
You got it.
Believe it.
Right.
270.
Nice
Well
job.
done.
Top foods ordered on Grubhub last year, coming up with the head chef and Ted's Meat and Potatoes at 4:30. And we got your emails coming up next from the men's room at KISW.com.
Auto insurance rates are on the rise, which is why you should call Vern Fonk Insurance. Vern Fonk could save you up to 20% on your auto insurance. The pros at Vern Fonk will do all the work, comparing different plans to find you the best options. And they can insure you over the phone. One call to Vern Fonk could save you up to 20%. Call 206-408-5094. 206-408-5094.
Remember to honk when you drive by Vern Fonk.
Restrictions apply based on a Q3 2023 study of Vern Fonk insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number 1070622.
The brand new Grand Casino and Shoreline is now open. Step into the action with Vegas-style table games like Baccarat, Heads Up Hold'em Poker, Pai Gow, Blackjack, and High Card Flush. Feeling hungry? Feast on delicious Chinese, Vietnamese, and continental dishes plus breakfast favorites. Dine in or take out. And don't miss daily happy hours from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight. Grand Casino and Shoreline off Aurora. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Visit GrandCasinoGaming.com. Welcome to the Grand Experience. Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
The details behind the Diddy indictment. Taylor Swift stalkers. Jerry Lee trying to kill Elvis. Disgraceland dives into the dark side of entertainment every Tuesday. Follow and listen to Disgraceland on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Dreaming of a 6-night getaway to paradise? Escape to the islands of Tahiti and Moorea with Air Tahiti Nui, the world's most immersive travel experience. This all-inclusive vacation package is designed to take you to a tropical haven, starting with non-stop flights from Los Angeles or Seattle to Tahiti. From the vibrant cabins to the warmth of our Polynesian crew, you will be transported to Tahiti from the moment you step on board. Your package includes luxurious hotel stays, ensuring that your experience is as comfortable as it is enchanting. Start each day with a delicious Polynesian breakfast, enjoy exciting excursions that showcase the beauty and culture of the islands, and take advantage of convenient transfers that make your trip seamless from start to finish. All of this begins at just $26.95 per person. Whether you're looking to explore crystal clear waters, unwind on pristine beaches, or immerse yourself in rich Polynesian culture, Tahiti and Moorea offer endless possibilities for both adventure and relaxation. Call 1-877-468-2448 now to book your Tahiti and Moorea escape.
Lovers wants to know, ever forget Valentine's Day in the past? Need to make up for it? Do it and them right this time with the perfect pleasure present from Lovers stores. Whether you're looking for spicy toys, alluring lingerie, or exciting accessories, Lovers has it all. Save 20% when you mention unforgettable at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow Rewards membership until February 28th. Some exclusions apply.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. When that pipe starts to trickle and you're in a real pickle, call Pinky. When that burst pipe starts to smell ripe, call Pinky. When your water heater's shot and it won't get hot, call Pinky. When you get home to a flood, call your best bud. Pinky's Plumbing to the rescue. No job is too big or too small. Pinky's does it all. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinky's. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
you a bartender that dreads the phrase, "Hey, can you put the game on?" At Sports on What, we understand your pain and we're here to help. Over-the-air, satellite, cable, or streaming, Sports on What knows what channel the game is on, and you can too. Follow your favorite teams, set alerts, and filter by provider to get the results you need. Stop wasting time searching and never miss kickoff again. Just download the Sports on What app, and you'll always know how to watch the game. Available for Android and iOS. Start your 7-day free trial when you download Sports on What and subscribe today.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Ted's Meat and Potatoes on the way. The head chef has the top foods ordered on Grubhub last year at 4:30. But first, time for a few emails to The Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail.
You've got mail. All the guys love the show. Have been a fan for a long time. My 8-year-old daughter loves the show. Got a birthday shout out a couple years ago. 8 years old. Loves the show.
Very smart girl.
I'm cleaning up in here. I both wanted to give a shout out to the one other family member that listens to the show, my Uncle Big Dex. So please just enlighten his day with some fish sandwiches. Love you guys, and thanks for 20 years of laughs. That from Aaron.
Do I get a fish sandwich? I'll have a fish sandwich. Fish sandwich. Fish sandwich.
Fish sandwich. Are you sure?
Can I buy you a fish sandwich?
Okay. Good day, gents, and happy 20th anniversary to you. Today is my 36th birthday, and I think that all I need is a good pep talk from Coach Ted and maybe those dirty Germans as I keep climbing the hill to 40. Thanks, guys. That from Chris in Olympia.
36, huh? Tell you what, 36 is a hell of a year. Still in your mid-30s. You're not late 30s yet. Also, you get to do stuff like not 40, you old fart. Also, at 36, it's a very important age. That's the age you go out. Get yourself a sub, man. I'm talking like a 12, 14-incher. Steak and cheese. Load it up. Peppers, onions, all that stuff. And yeah,
steak sauce.
Put some stank on it. Get the cheese on the fries, brother.
Yeah, you said you're going to start climbing that hill. It got me thinking. You know, my last name is Hill, so you can climb me, but very important that you start at the bottom.
Ja, that's the bottom. This is also man. His name is Ted. Me first.
Yeah, put your foot on Ted's forehead and work your way up.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, a birthday shout out for one of my good friends and journeyman who turns the dirty 30 today. Can I get a your penis is too small? And Coach Ted talking about the importance of house slippers. Thanks, guys. He works all day pulling wire and fitting his hands into tight spaces as an electrician. That from Alex. Trying. There you go. Got it.
All right. I'll be honest with you. Coach just got into the game. On New Year's Day, my buddy let me borrow a pair. They were like a little jacket for your feet, man. I think they're by the North Face. But I also found out last night you get some cheaper pairs. Some of them have memory foam in the bottom, man. Got home last night, put on house pants, put on those house slippers, and then this morning, I took the trash out with them on. Versatile. All right, it's like a multi-tool baseball player. You need these. They're comfort. Get them.
Guys, today's my husband Chris's 42nd birthday. Can he get a big old bong rip, some green beans, and the fellows doing impressions of the 80s wrestlers as we are traveling to Portland to see wrestling tomorrow? Thanks, guys. Head from Brittany.
Green bean. What? Green bean.
Okay.
Green bean.
Come on, brother. Yeah. You know how this is. What you gotta do. It's your birthday. You gotta crack that beer. On your head. I mean, you blow out the candle. You point out that you're downstairs.
Hulkamaniac.
The candles I need to blow it off.
I don't remember what Junkyard Dog sounded like.
I don't know. I mean, Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage. I feel like they were the Macho Man.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter, yeah.
Brutus the Beefcake Barber. Like, I remember them. I just don't know what they sounded like.
Guys, to the men's room and AI Miles. Shout out to Brent, a.k.a. Trunk Beer, on another rotation around the sun. How about the Dirty Germans advising him on his possible misadventures for his Thursday night bar crawl involving White Claw, a crazy hot chick, and a second location. And maybe some dad jokes from Miles. Thanks, guys. Until next time, that from Bacon. Let's see here. Give you a couple dad jokes in the Dirty Germans. All right. Guys, I got drunk and went home with a Japanese porn star last night.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh. Good parts are pretty blurry.
That's a poor joke.
That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, you gotta know that one.
Jay Leno walks into a bar.
Oh, yeah?
Bartender says, "Why the long face?" Do you know what to get your date who does not enjoy oral sex? What do you get a date who does not enjoy oral sex?
A spittoon?
A car?
An Uber.
Oh, that. I'm not into that. Check, please.
Yeah, you're talking about these White Claw and hot chicks. Yeah, it seems to me that one kind of invites the other to show up. You open a White Claw, as soon as it goes, suddenly those hot chicks around you.
Yeah. It's over here in Deutschland. We do not have the White Claws yet, but when those girls come over here, we see them, so always ready to party.
Yeah.
Especially the mango ones.
Yeah, you call it White Claw, we call it Moose Knuckle.
And one more, guys. I want to wish my other half, Chris, a very happy birthday. I love you, babe, very much. Can I get a backwards fart? A suck it up cupcake, and the dirty German's talking about getting old from his other half, Delana.
So, suck it up, cupcake!
Yeah, Delana, if he celebrates his birthday right, you'll sound like that, but from the front.
Yeah. So, today's maybe reverse day here in Germany. So somebody has to sit on somebody else's. It's reverse day, Mouse.
Yeah, I know what you're saying there. All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
BG.
Ow, I hit the wrong damn thing.
Yeah, the Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Oh, yeah.
Time to open wide and sample Ted's meat.
Yay!
And potatoes.
Oh.
Now, here's your host, head chef of the Men's Room, the Ted Nugent.
Head chef in the house.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. Good to see everybody back here after New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
I was worried some of you weren't going to make it back.
That's why we have AI Miles.
That's right.
Yeah.
Still love his voice, even though he's not here in person.
Right.
He's currently in a pile of lion stools somewhere in the Serengeti.
I'm in a bar right now. This is awesome.
AI Miles. All right, so Grubhub, basically, they put out a list of like some stuff they delivered, basically their trends that they've noticed in 2024. Some of them just have to do with literally trendy things that are going on.
Okay. Do you ever order from Grubhub yourself?
What's that?
Do you ever order from Grubhub? I don't believe. My wife may have. I never have.
I have something before. It's weird. I feel like people are, for some reason, loyal to one or the other.
Right. Uber
like,
Eats versus
if I
Grubhub,
order
right?
something, for some reason, I generally will do it on Uber Eats, but...
I'm going to say I have DoorDash, maybe?
Yeah, there's DoorDash.
Uber Eats.
DoorDash is good. I mean, they're all basically the same thing.
Yeah, it's just whatever's top of mind.
You know what? You're right. I don't know that I have ordered from Grubhub. I think it's DoorDash or Uber Eats.
I've done both of those. I know that for a fact. I may have ordered through Grubhub. I honestly don't know it, though.
Well, sometimes, too, some restaurants are exclusive to, like, one delivery service or whatever. So
but does that count? Because, like, I called the restaurant, and the restaurant says yes, and then the restaurant, like you said, contracts out to Grubhub to deliver the food, but I never actually contacted Grubhub. So I'm sure I've gotten Grubhub, but I don't think I've ever contacted them.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, so Dr. Pepper was the most ordered soda from convenience stores.
I'm a fan.
Didn't we find out, like, late last year it took over as the number one?
In a lot of states it does. Like, I mean, look, in Texas it's huge.
It's unreal, and people drink it all the time. But I was saying earlier today, I was drinking a Dr. Pepper, and I was like, I, for years, hated it, and then, like, the last 2 years, like, look, I'm a Dr. Pepper guy.
You'd be surprised how many people like those outliers. Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Also, pickles were big on it.
Pickles.
But there was a whole thing, I think, of people ordering Dr. Pepper and then putting pickles in it, especially at Sonic.
Woo. Whoa.
I'd try it.
Really?
I mean, I'd try anything with a pickle.
I mean, like, you could try stuff, but, like, in your mind, does it sound like it's going to be a good combination?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, brine soda.
Brine soda.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, I'm just saying.
I'm not feeling that one, man.
Dr. Pepper and pickles sounds better than Coca-Cola with peanuts in it.
Dr. Pepper and pickles sounds like a really bad kids cartoon from the 70s. I'm Dr. Pepper. This is my dog, Pickles.
That's just the sweet and the salty thing coming together.
Oh, excuse me. I don't know what that was. But yeah, there was also a 14% increase of order of some pickles this year. Pickles are having a time, and I'm here for it.
What's this thing with the glitter pickles now?
Say what?
Glitter pickles? You haven't heard of this? It's
It's a new bar.
It's not Liberace's penis, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, I don't know if it's like TikTok or something, but people are being encouraged. And again, I did not read the whole story because I'm not a pickle guy, but when I see glitter pickle in a headline, guess what? Call it clickbait. I'm right there.
Don't Google that.
They're encouraging people to put glitter on their pickles. I don't know why.
Oh, come on.
What?
Glickles?
Glickles. I mean, yeah, it looks kind of cool.
That's ridiculous.
What are we doing? What's wrong with a glickle?
You ever seen that yodeling pickle?
I have not seen the yodeling.
It's like a little pickle, and you press a button, and he yodels.
Yodeling pickle.
Yeah. I had one years ago. I forget how I got it. I don't know if somebody gave it to me or White Elephant. And then I was back east this Christmas, and my mom was like, "You'll find this funny." And I go, "Oh, yodeling pickle. I had one."
So Barnes was ahead of his time.
Yeah, they were like, exactly. I think probably I got it from Barnes, but she was like, "I wanted a bingo."
Good job, Bob. Glad you went.
All right, Mike.
All right.
Counting on you on this one.
Hit me.
Grubhub espresso orders spiked the week of June 22nd.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Do you know why?
Yeah, it's got to be Sabrina Carpenter.
Right as the song Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter topped the charts.
Oh, okay.
It's a great tune, man.
It's just a bop.
Hell yeah.
I love that. I was listening to it last night on the way home.
It's a dirty song.
Have you heard it, Miles?
Maybe.
Imagine a pop song for a very attractive small blonde woman that's kind of dirty.
All right.
That's how I always picture my pop songs.
Yeah.
I probably have heard it.
Let's see. Chicken was included in nearly 40% of all Grubhub restaurant orders.
Ah, okay. Look, man, restaurants do chicken right, though. Generally speaking, you're not getting baked chicken. Like, you're getting fried chicken, you're getting wings. I mean, you name it. Chicken sandwich.
Chicken strips. Whatever.
I will say the only thing that has changed the chicken wing game to me is that air fryer. Because it used to be, you could make them in the oven, but you'd have to cook them forever to get them crispy.
And frankly, they sucked.
Right. And then remember, years ago, you and your wife got like one of those little fryers. And it was great, but then your house smelled like the back of the restaurant.
We used it once. Seriously, we made these wings. They were tremendous. We're super proud of ourselves. The next day, we both go to work. When we get home, I'm like, "Did you break out the deep fryer?" She's like, "No."
That's what I did. I made them in a pot. Like, I actually just put the vegetable oil in and boiled the oil and made them that way. And I opened up my closets the next morning,
and it smells.
And I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's certain food smells, and I would say fried chicken wings is one of those things. Fried chicken in general. You walk into a place that serves it, awesome.
It's great.
But you don't want that around your house.
No, you do not.
And then here's kind of a crazy one, which I'm down with. Grubhub delivered over 1 ton of cottage cheese to customers. For those of you who don't recognize, that's over 2,000 pounds of cottage cheese.
I'm guessing it's a lot of people with kids. I feel like either you're old or you were young, right? When my kids were super young, they'd eat cottage cheese. I tried it, and the thing is, it tastes fine.
My thing is, if I'm ordering food, it's a cheat day. It's a day where I'm eating crap.
Well, Grubhub, though, too, like
I do grocery store stuff, so.
Right, and then there's another, there's one locally I use. You got to be in, like, big cities for it, GoPuff.
Never even heard of it.
But it's like a convenience store, and honestly, sometimes their stuff is cheaper than if I go up to the store.
Really?
Yeah, and then sometimes you're just being lazy, and it's like, well, I could use some cottage cheese, some soda, and beer, and you just order it over.
Cottage cheese, soda, and beer.
It does look bad when you've been up way too late with some friends, and then your neighbors are angry at you, and as they open the door, you're getting delivered beer.
Oh, yeah.
Party time again. Sorry, Frank. All right. Now, bad news for, I guess, just me. Girl Scout cookie season, it's here. The Girl Scouts have given up, basically they say they give it 2 beloved flavors, the pink slip.
Do they say why? Is that a financial thing? Is it lack of sales for those particular ones?
Beloved is the wrong adjective.
Miles, you're not wrong. One of them, the Toast Yeahs, they have only been around since 2021.
Toast Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't catch on, huh?
Yeah, or Toast Yeahs.
What are they supposed to taste like?
I don't remember what a Toast Yay is supposed to taste like.
To me, it's like Kanye.
This will be the last year for them. So if you want to try it, they'll still have them for one more year.
Then you'll discover you like them and be upset.
My issue is that the other one they're getting rid of after this year is the s'mores.
Really?
I thought that one was really good. Like the last couple of years, that's the only one I bought was the s'mores.
I don't love them or hate them, but I'm a little shocked that they're getting rid of them.
Obviously, the classics will be back. Thin Mints, Samoas, a.k.a. Caramel Delights, Trefoils, peanut butter patties, tagalongs, peanut butter sandwich, do-si-dos, adventurefuls, caramel chocolate chip, lemon.
So, where they have like 10 or 12 different varieties.
Lemon up.
Like they have too many.
Yeah, they still have a lot of different cookies.
Yeah, I mean, look, they got a ton of them going on. Also, here's the deal, man. They don't really care anymore. If you've never run into a Girl Scout, there's a good chance a lot of you don't, right? You don't work in an office. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know any children. You can always just go to girlscouts.org and order some. They don't mind.
Yeah. I'm just curious, and I mean this as an honest question. What do the Girl Scouts do for fun? Like Boy Scouts, it's always about the camping trip. If you're raising money, inevitably the Boy Scouts want to go camping, right? But with Girl Scouts, it's like, here's the money. But I don't hear about Girl Scouts.
Do you know what they really do?
I have absolutely no idea.
They go to the Great Wolf Lodge for a weekend.
Is that their thing?
Well, at least that's what I know it to be based on my own kids' experience.
Okay, yeah, I was just
so
curious.
they sell enough cookies. They go to the Great Wolf Lodge. They have a great time. You smell like chlorine. Come home.
All right, good for them.
That's a good call. I don't know.
I was like, you always hear about
the
the
Boy
camping
Scouts
trips.
is pretty
and you go like,
cut and dry. We're going to go camping. We're going to do this. We're going to do some whittling.
Yeah.
Whittling. Right. Like, you're right. I don't know what the Girl Scouts. I know they meet. They have a ton of money.
Sure.
They're always meeting. So maybe it's something
You
secret.
would have loved revelry at the Boy Scout camp.
In the mornings?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I think the Boy Scouts definitely has that military kind of thing
for
to
sure.
it. So you gotta have that in the morning and the evening, right? When you're putting the flag up and down.
Exactly.
Fold it correctly.
Thank you, Head Chef. We appreciate it. Shot of the Day's coming up. You are listening to The Men's Room.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
What is Dax, are you?
Tracking all our cars on Carvana Value Tracker on all our devices? Yes, Kristen, yes, I am.
Well, I've been looking for my phone for...
In Dax's domain, we see all. So we always know what our cars are worth.
All of them?
All of them. Value surge, trucks up 3.9%.
That's a great offer.
I know. Sell?
Sell.
Track your car's value with Carvana Value Tracker today.
Look, we're all human. We push-pull doors, we blow on ice cream to cool it down, and sometimes we forget to check our blind spots. That's why the 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid offers class-leading advanced safety features. Like an available blind spot view monitor, which shows you a live video feed of your blind spots. Because the Tucson Hybrid is made for humans who are just that, human. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for details.
This podcast is brought to you by Kleenex Lotion Tissues. You can't predict sick days, but with Kleenex Lotion Tissues, you can be better prepared for them while helping keep your skin healthy. Whether it's a surprise sneeze or a stuffy nose, it's always good to have something gentle on hand. Kleenex Lotion Tissues moisturize to help prevent skin irritation while you're battling those unwanted cold and flu symptoms. It's extra care when you need it most. I mean, why not have one less thing to worry about when you're not feeling your best? For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
Auto insurance rates are on the rise, which is why you should call Vern Fonk Insurance. Vern Fonk could save you up to 20% on your auto insurance. The pros at Vern Fonk will do all the work, comparing different plans to find you the best options. And they can insure you over the phone. One call to Vern Fonk could save you up to 20%. Call 206-408-5094. 206-408-5094.
Remember to honk when you drive by Vern Fonk.
Restrictions apply based on a Q3 2023 study of Vern Fonk insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number 1070622.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Coming up at 5:08. We will drink, we will toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines coming up at 5:50. But first, quick check-in with Mike Hogg and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. A new study found that men are sadder when their wives make more than they do.
They're sadder?
They're sadder, yes.
I would be sadless.
I'd be fine with that. Like, cool.
Go to work, baby.
Good for you. Yeah. Why would you not want anyone to do the best they can?
No kidding. Not to mention, as long as you're working as hard as you can, now we're just bringing in as much as we can.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
I think that would actually be fantastic.
Awesome. Look at that.
Yeah. No, you pick up the tab. Cool.
Yeah, please use your card. Meanwhile, another study says that people who use social media, quote, most of the day are more irritable.
Well, yeah, you went to a place of irritation. What would you expect?
Which really does suck. You know, I was born at the birth of social media websites. Yeah. And it used to be a cool place where you see what your friends are up to, interconnect with people and whatnot, and it was a positive thing. And then it just toxified so doggone quick.
And that's kind of the thing about it now. And I think because people kind of expect it to be toxic, the trolls out there have an easier time.
Absolutely.
You expect me to be a D-bag. And it's like, well, yeah.
Anymore, if I ever find myself, for whatever stupid reason, clicking on the comment section, I'm only doing it because I want to see what crappy things people are saying.
I do not click on comment section.
Good.
That's just...
Don't.
Just as a rule. I'm like, I don't need to know what other people think. I don't care.
Right.
I know what I think. I'm good with that.
There's some videos that I go there just for the jokes, because sometimes the comment sections are funny.
There are some funny things. Right.
Great, man. New research in Germany yielded evidence that even insects harbor lasting memories of hostile encounters with other colonies and species, leaving them with insect grudges.
Well, and it's probably also survival instinct.
Right.
Sure.
Any animal on
this
planet
is hostile over there. Let me make a mental note of this.
Knows what not to mess with.
But I like that it's a grudge. I'm going to hide up in this tree and drop a berry on this bitch ass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing, is that it's not necessarily just an association of this is dangerous, that's in the...
But
this colony. This colony over here, they killed Jeff.
Because a grudge says, I want to get them back.
Correct.
Yeah.
I have a vindictive spirit about this.
I'm just hiking in the woods in West Virginia. If a big storm is coming, every single tree, every single plant starts to head for cover in their own way.
Yeah.
They'll flip over their leaves, they'll scrunch down. The plants know when their enemy's coming.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what? That got me thinking.
Oh. Let's say Cobb and I always had an idea of building a giant ant farm.
All right.
On one side were red ants, and the other side were black ants. So eventually, they don't know each other exist. And we were like, what would happen when they finally got to each other?
I think the red ants would wholesale slaughter them.
Well, it could be a war. I was always afraid they'd join forces and build one giant ant that would break out.
Because somehow when you do different things together, they get bigger, right? The brown wharf rat and the... Oh, I can't remember the other rat. The thing in Baltimore, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
They're both just normal, teeny, tiny, bitch-ass rats. When they get together in Everett, when they have a baby, their baby is now like baby Huey. It is giant. Same thing with the liger.
Right.
Well, we put a tiger and a lion together, and somehow this is 75% larger than either one of those.
But I got to admit, that's something that I did not know about ants, that they held grudges. And that got me thinking, what else do I not know about ants?
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
Garden Wars. 10 things we bet you didn't know about ants. You know what's worse than having ants in your pants?
Mm-hmm.
Uncles. That's funny.
Thank you, BD.
The thing when you say ants hold grudges, I'm like, oh, I know it.
Yeah, they do. When you ruin their carpet.
I told you, my Aunt Barbara, salt of the earth, one of the nicest people you ever meet. But my buddy Josh at my high school graduation party puked all over the wall. And to this day, if she sees him, she'll bring it up.
Damn.
And I don't know why. She doesn't bust a lot of chops on everybody else, but Josh still gets it.
She's got that one button. So these are some things that you might not have known about ants. Did you guys know that they have 2 stomachs?
I did not know that.
I don't know why they need 2. They're not very big. Why do we need to
Well, they
pack
got
2
3 sections. So
maybe one gets full, so it's like, let's switch to the left stomach.
No, man, put this in the left one.
I can eat all day.
They are underwater survivalists. That one I feel like I did know.
I know that.
So
because they live in the ground and rain, saturation, they've learned to adapt.
Right. Which is still wild, because they do breathe. Mm-hmm. So...
Are they one of those deals where they blow like an air bubble around them and they're good?
They can go the length of the pool underwater.
My God. They can just do the whole thing.
Yep.
10 facts you might not have known about ants. They leave invisible trails.
Well, if they're invisible, why would I know that?
Like a snail trail, but you can't see it?
Maybe.
Or is it just a sense? I mean, we all leave a trail.
It says that they leave invisible trails wherever they go.
All right.
And I disagree. They leave a very visible trail because I can watch them go where the hell they're going because they walk in a single file line.
But if it's invisible, how do we know they're there? I mean, in other words, do I shine a black light and I go, okay, these are the footprints of an ant? Or, like, what is the wavelength I have to look to see that you got ants in your house.
Well, that one might actually come up here at another bullet point that we have here on the list.
Bullet points. Yeah, I think you did that.
See what I do? Yeah. They can live a long time.
How long is a long time?
Queen ants can actually live up to 30 years old.
Damn. 30 years?
Which, when you think about it, how long do you expect an ant to live? Honestly, insects, you know that they're not going to live as long. You know, the fly lives 24 hours.
And then what, spiders make it, like a year, maybe two, depending on the spider?
Yeah, I would think an ant has tops a year.
Yeah.
30
years for the queen.
She's seen a lot of ass.
Yeah, she has. Gotten a lot of ass, too.
Yeah, she's gotten a whole lot.
That's right.
Damn, 30 years.
Do the other ants get to sleep with her?
I believe
I think she picks who it is, gets the, gets that distinction.
Yeah.
You with the two stomachs.
Let's make the colony. Oh.
I saw you bringing that leaf back. Get in here.
That was 3 times your size. Get in here, son. Come on.
Let's see what you're working with.
They outlived the dinosaurs.
So they're around with the dinosaurs.
Correct. Does that make them a dinosaur then?
Yeah. Well, no, dinosaur, you still have to be a reptile.
Do you?
Lizard. Well, yeah, that's what a dinosaur is, specifically. You can be, a shark is not a dinosaur. It's just it's an animal that's been around since prehistory. But a dinosaur is entirely different than a shark.
So
Whether you've been around.
Where does the woolly mammoth fit into this?
Not a dinosaur, it's a mammal.
Yeah.
But ants live underground, so when the meteor hits the earth, I think for them, they're like, it's all good. That's some upstairs junk.
But I mean, the chicken's technically a dinosaur.
It's not. It's a chicken now. It's descendant of the dinosaur.
Right.
Hey, you're not a monkey, but you're descended from like apes.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I guess apes, not monkeys.
Yeah.
No, Mike's specifically a monkey. You can look at him and tell. Yeah.
The macaque.
There's no orangutan in Mike. That's all
right.
spider monkey.
10 facts you might not have known about ants. They have super strength.
I didn't know that.
I feel like that's one of the basic things that you learn about ants.
I saw an ant
But it's
once,
relative.
Yeah, I saw an ant benching 300.
Oh yeah,
It's like, get it, little fella.
All right, what's the size then? How much can they live? How much times their own
Is
body
it
weight?
10 times, or is it ridiculous, like 300
keep going.
times?
Miles, how much times their own body weight can they lift?
I'll say 50.
10.
200.
Miles, you nailed it. 50 times their
Is
own
it
body
50?
weight.
All right.
What's the strongest sense? I think it's like the rhino beetle or something.
Right.
It is just as far as their body weight goes, and when they can lift with their head, it'd be like you walking outside, picking up a house and moving it somewhere.
Exactly. With ease.
Yeah, with ease.
Like, man, I'll just move this over here. 10 facts you might not know about ants. They do breathe. They breathe through holes. They don't have lungs, but instead breathe through a series of holes on their sides.
Okay, that's because we breathe through holes, which is called nostrils of your mouth.
Right.
But we have lungs.
Right.
Maybe that's back to the swimming theory, like a porpoise or an orca. If you're breathing through a hole, maybe you can.
Yeah, but we have holes.
But is it like a
it's not
tunnel?
lungs.
You know what I mean? Maybe they just have a solid tunnel that goes through. They have one sphincter on one side that like pulls the air through, and that's kind of where it
yanks the oxygen out where it needs.
Right. Like,
so are they breathing, or air just runs through them? Then I guess air just runs through.
Right.
them.
If they don't have lungs, can they breathe?
You know what? When you put it that way, probably not. So I guess the air just rolls through them.
Right. Because a fish isn't exactly breathing. The water's running through their gills, and it's gaining the oxygen.
Yeah, they need oxygen.
It doesn't count as breathing, though?
Not if because breathing is an act that you do, right? You can hold your breath, but based on what Mike's saying with the ants, they couldn't not to get air. Like you can choose to not breathe if you want to, right?
Now I'm theorizing with the tunnel through them thing. They breathe through a series of holes on their sides, is what it says.
Okay.
So I don't know how that works.
So instead of stepping on an ant, I could just hold his sides and suffocate him?
There you go.
And just do the shh.
That sounded awful when it came out of my mouth.
Where is the queen?
When there's a much easier way to kill an ant, you want to make them suffer.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Just tapped out there.
Ted's just choking out ants over here.
I got a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Ant jiu-jitsu.
They do actually raid other ant colonies.
Oh, there we go.
Some ant species raid other ant colonies to capture larvae and pupa to raise them in their own nests.
They steal their children?
Yes, they do. And they raise them as their own, Ted.
Vicious. I don't feel as bad about suffocating them now.
I would think that the smaller ants would sneak into the bigger colonies to steal those little larvae. That way they kind of have like the bane of the ant world, if you will.
Right.
Now he's like a super big guy on our
raise
side.
some big ones for us.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not against a raid to take people's stuff and pillage, but
good to know.
Feeling like I'm stealing their children seems awful.
You need warriors, Ted. Especially from a strong colony.
To kill them, you can use raid.
Yeah, right? I thought about the same thing. They use vibrations to sense.
Good ones?
Fire ants don't... Oh, attaboy. Fire ants don't have ears, so they use their feet to feel vibrations to sense their surroundings.
And then light your ass up.
That's right.
Man.
Also, was not on this list, but one that I do know is that they are actually one of, pound for pound, the fastest animals or creatures on the planet.
I got to think spiders are up there too, man.
Right?
Because sometimes you're going to, like, go after a spider, and it's like, that dude is hauling ass in spite of the fact that he's maybe, an inch long.
Exactly. The one that I saw, it was on Animal Planet. It was some sort of a special ant. I don't remember. It's in like Africa or something like that. Don't even. But it's some certain kind of species of ant. But it moves so fast. We can't put that on there, Tim. There's certain species of ant. There's certain species of ant where they have to move in bursts.
I bet they do.
What's wrong with these ants? It has to move in bursts because it moves so fast that it blinds itself. It blinds itself. It can't
now it's
see.
blind.
Got it, man.
You're the one giving ant info.
That's true.
It moves so fast it blinds itself, huh?
That's right.
Yeah.
They move so doggone fast they can't, so they have to stop and like reorient themselves. I'm just walking into a wall.
What's wrong with that ant?
Terry, you all right?
Keep your eye on him, man.
He just keeps grabbing the same leaf.
And then this is the number one thing.
You got it, Mike. You got it.
The number one thing that you might not know about. They use scent trails.
Well, yeah, he's blind.
I can smell it. Scout ants. Scout ants leave behind pheromone trails to guide other ants to food.
It's just other ones like, just follow me with the smell,
way,
bro.
Terry. This way.
That's
Jesus, Terry.
ants on a log.
Oh my God. Oh,
But I guess I'm kind of like an ant when I walk by a restaurant.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yes.
You know what? You're not wrong. I want to go in here. It smells good.
A pizza chain in the UK submitted an application for expansion, but the request was denied. I'll test your memory at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, have we made it to drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is.
God damn.
So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Big time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast an unidentified 22-year-old woman from, well, somewhere. Her story, it takes place at a hospital where she was scheduled for an MRI. Now, per usual, radiographers, they asked her if she had any metal on or in her person. And as best she knew, the answer was a hard no. So she went for the MRI, and when it was over, the technician, he pulls the table out, and she's screaming. Well, it turns out she did have metal in her body, but she honest to God didn't know it. Because you see, according to the company, the butt plug in her ass was 100% silicone. But it turns out that there's like a metal filling in the middle of it. And she found out when the butt plug, think about this, was pulled through her rectum and into her chest cavity at the speed of sound. Whoa. Think about that.
So it probably cauterized everything.
It went from, it didn't rip it out of her ass and send it through her body based on where the magnets were. This thing went from her butt to her chest cavity at the speed of sound. Now, somehow, she survived. They do say she has major injuries, but I'm going to be dead honest. I thought a butt plug was something you just use during your sex time. I didn't realize it's something you're rocking as long as you want to rock it. I mean, I guess you could.
Can?
Like, I could wear a condom all day, but it's just not something that I thought.
That'd be tough unless you were just...
I'm always erected.
Jesus Christ. I just feel like whatever I'm in the... Like, I know it's not metal, but I feel like I would be like, hey, doc...
I got a butt plug.
I got a butt plug.
What
should I take that out?
Look, as a general rule,
it's just not.
If you're rocking a butt plug and you're going to get a medical procedure, just assume you'll probably be better off without it. That would be my sage advice. But yeah,
I would say before you go to an MRI, if there is something inside of you that is not natural, get it out.
But the thing is, to her credit, the packaging on the butt plug itself is just 100% silicone. So you'd have no reason to think there's metal. But it turns out in the very center of it, I guess for stabilization or whatever, there's like a little metal filling. But I mean, a little bit of metal in an MRI could be the ending.
And she was fine, right?
Not fine. She survived.
Wonder if the doctor was like, "Can I get your number, you freaky ass?"
Right.
I would. Like, side note.
Again, two things are true, man. Like, one, yes, it was 100% silicone, so we can kind of assume that there's no metal in it. Two, you're getting an MRI. They're trying to find something that's not supposed to be there.
Right. That's the other thing. They're going to
Take
get
the
inside
doggone
of your
plug
body.
out,
Just
man.
take the butt plug out.
Can we leave it at home just today?
Just one day. That's all. Well, it's out of her now, but she learned her lesson. All right, so let's drink. I can't believe they didn't identify her.
What?
So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola.
All right, let's get a contestant on the line right now for Profile This at 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
Is your team at work feeling a little disconnected? Maybe the workflow's not flowing? Try Confluence by Atlassian. Confluence is the connected workspace where teams can create, organize, and deliver work like never before. In Confluence, teams can whiteboard their vision for any project, easily create or access the relevant pages and resources they need, and discover important context they might not even know they need. Plus, AI helps teams jumpstart brainstorms, organize information, and connect workflows, so teams can move efficiently and create alignment with ease. In fact, with Confluence, teams can see 5.2% average boost in productivity in 1 year. So if your team lacks confidence, try Confluence, the connected workspace where teams can do it all. Set knowledge free with Confluence. Learn more at Atlassian.com/Confluence. That's ATLASSIAN.com/CONFLUENCE.
The brand new Grand Casino and Shoreline is now open. Step into the action with Vegas-style table games like Baccarat, Heads Up Hold'em Poker, Pai Gow, Blackjack, and High Card Flush. Feeling hungry? Feast on delicious Chinese, Vietnamese, and continental dishes plus breakfast favorites. Dine in or take out. And don't miss daily happy hours from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight. Grand Casino and Shoreline off Aurora. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Visit GrandCasinoGaming.com. Welcome to the Grand Experience.
Hey, boys and girls, it's Softy back here. You know, losing weight is one of the greatest victories one can achieve. Trust me, I know. I lost 70 pounds 9 years ago with 30-10 weight loss for life. I also know the journey can be challenging, all right? So recruit a team that can coach you, equip you, and encourage you to success. Call 30-10 Weight Loss for Life. They've helped thousands of people, men and women, lose hundreds of thousands of pounds. If you're ready to lose weight, then say yes. 855-YES-3010. It starts with a free consultation. It starts with a yes. Call 855-YES-3010.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Gearing up for the big game? We are too. Join us on the Moth Podcast for a special episode dedicated to hilarious true stories about football, family, and growing up.
I loved Franco Harris so much that in 1975, I invited him to my bar mitzvah. And it was so cool that he actually sent me a telegram.
Each week on the Moth Podcast, we share stories that are funny, strange, and above all, true. Find the Moth Podcast on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Dreaming of a 6-night getaway to paradise? Escape to the islands of Tahiti and Moorea with Air Tahiti Nui, the world's most immersive travel experience. This all-inclusive vacation package is designed to take you to a tropical haven, starting with non-stop flights from Los Angeles or Seattle to Tahiti. From the vibrant cabins to the warmth of our Polynesian crew, you will be transported to Tahiti from the moment you step on board. Your package includes luxurious hotel stays, ensuring that your experience is as comfortable as it is enchanting. Start each day with a delicious Polynesian breakfast, enjoy exciting excursions that showcase the beauty and culture of the islands, and take advantage of convenient transfers that make your trip seamless from start to finish. All of this begins at just $26.95 per person. Whether you're looking to explore crystal clear waters, unwind on pristine beaches, or immerse yourself in rich Polynesian culture, Tahiti and Moorea offer endless possibilities for both adventure and relaxation. Call 1-877-468-2448 now to book your Tahiti and Moorea escape.
Lovers wants to know, ever forget Valentine's Day in the past? Need to make up for it? Do it and them right this time with the perfect pleasure present from Lovers stores. Whether you're looking for spicy toys, alluring lingerie, or exciting accessories, Lovers has it all. Save 20% when you mention unforgettable at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow Rewards membership until February 28th. Some exclusions apply.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Slow drain being a pain? Call Pinky. That pipe's being a little leaky? Call Pinky. When the toilet won't flush and you're in a rush? Call Pinky. When your shower lost all its spray power? Call Pinky. When your sink's on the blink? Call Pinky. Pinky's Plumbing promises to lick all your plumbing problems quick. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinky's. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
Hey, anyone know what channel the game's on? We know. Download the Sports on What app today and always know how to watch the game. Satellite, cable, or streaming. Sports on What knows the channel the game is on, and you can too. Subscribe today to start your 7-day free trial. Sports on What? We know.
99.9 KISW. Text the men's room at 206-803-ROCK.
TV Time with Ted brought to you by Xfinity. Give a call, 1-800-XFINITY. The men's room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
Oh, I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. It is just that simple. Today's categories. We have interior decorating, where you guess the foreign object that ended up on the inside of someone. Animalize This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem. And finally, License to Spill, where you guess the substance that made the mess.
Well, since our caller dropped off, I'm going to pick it. Animalize This. All right, here's your story. Rescuers on British Columbia's Vancouver Island are attempting to locate a wayward animal that has repeatedly wandered onto a busy highway. The male critter was first spotted on Highway 4 between Port Albertini and something I can't pronounce, and researchers theorize it must have followed a river and ended up on the highway. Now, the critter was given a police escort back to its more natural habitat, but then it's made multiple repeat visits to the highway. Quote, "It's really dangerous. You can imagine a 300-pound animal on a highway. An animal has been coming out at nighttime on Friday and Saturday. Apparently, it's a quote-unquote party animal." Now, the animal was last seen in the area on Saturday, and a Vancouver Rescue Society team attempted unsuccessfully to locate and sedate the animal on Sunday. Martin Holina, executive director and head of the veterinaries at some big long-ass acronym, said that he's concerned that the animal might be suffering from a neurological problem. Quote, "Ideally, what I'd like to do is bring this animal back to the rescue facility and have a good look at him. I'm not convinced 100% that he's perfectly normal, but if we can't get him back here safely, well, relocation is still a possibility." The question is, what is the animal that keeps wandering onto the highway? Is it a moose? Is it a black bear? Is it a mountain lion or is it a sea lion? So moose, black bear, mountain lion, or sea lion. I'm going sea lion. That makes the most sense to me.
Gonna go wild card. I'm gonna go moose on this one.
Moose.
I just think moose are much bigger than 300 pounds.
Oh, it depends on what kind of moose it is. As in baby or adult, I guess I'm saying.
I'll go mountain lion.
Mountain lion for Jay. Okay. What is the animal that keeps wandering on a highway? Is it a moose, a black bear, a mountain lion, or a sea lion? We'll find out next. You are listening to The Men's Room.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Categories, Animalize This on Profile This. We got an animal up in British Columbia that keeps popping up on the highway. Not good because it's nowhere near its home and it doesn't belong there. So they're trying to find the damn thing so they can hopefully move it back where it belongs. Question is the animal a moose, a black bear, a mountain lion, or a sea lion?
And that is the question that I posed to you, gentlemen. D. Ted Smith, you went with the old mountain lion.
Mountain lion.
Which, of course, makes sense, so naturally that's not the answer.
All right.
Mike Hawk, you went with the moose, because even at 300 pounds, it could be a baby moose, which would explain why it's dumb enough to keep wandering out there, but no, that's not what it is. Miles, you went with a sea lion.
I went sea lion.
Which makes the least sense, so naturally... So apparently, this crazy-ass sea lion keeps popping out of the river and waddling its way to the same highway intersection each time. They do not know why. It only seems to happen on Friday and Saturdays, and then it'll eventually disappear on Sunday.
It's a weekend warrior.
It doesn't happen. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't happen on Tuesday. It's just Friday and Saturday. Here's a sea lion.
Maybe there's somebody, like another sea lion that shows up in his area, and he's like, oh, Christ, it's the weekend. I got to get out of here.
Or it's like a mating thing. Like, man, I know she's here somewhere.
Oh, or maybe he's cheating on another sea lion's wife.
Now for all TV news all the time, it is time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, your choices today. You got Seth Meyers.
Seth Meyers.
You got the Jimmies.
Kimmel and Fallon.
Stephen Colbert. Tomlinson.
Taylor.
Or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It is right through the title. These guys have teams of talented writers help them come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
People are still talking about Mark Zuckerberg's decision to get rid of fact-checking on Facebook and Instagram. I'm not saying things are bad, but right now there's more accurate information on Tinder.
Kimmel.
Ted Smith.
Fallon.
Well, guys, people are still talking about Mark Zuckerberg's decision to get rid of fact-checking on Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, I'm not saying things are bad, but right now there's more accurate information on Tinder.
Wallet Hub has released its list of most and least active cities in America. Honolulu was number one, with a lot of outdoor activity as well. And last place, once again, was Deep Fried Everything, Mississippi.
Colbert.
The Ted Smith.
Yeah, that was me.
All right.
I thought about Louisiana, but I went Mississippi.
Yeah, no.
They're
one
interchangeable.
And the same dude, right.
Thousands of pet owners are attempting to teach their pets to speak with a button that plays words. And if it works, women are going to try it with their boyfriends.
I wish that was you, Ted. Yeah, Myers.
That's Seth.
Thousands of pet owners are attempting to teach their animals to speak by having them press buttons that play a word. And if it works, women are going to try it with boyfriends.
Bitch. A couple got married during the 2024 Cheez-It Citrus Bowl and a ceremony officiated by a Cheez-It mascot. It was the most moving corporate sponsorship religious ritual since the on-field bris performed by Rabbi Kool-Aid Man.
That's got to be Colbert.
Fallon.
That's Colbert.
In corporate branded sports marriage news, a couple got married during the 2024 Cheez-It Citrus Bowl in a ceremony officiated by a Cheez-It mascot. It was the most moving corporate sponsored religious ritual since the on-field bris performed by Rabbi Kool-Aid Man.
I'll tell you what, some of those corporate sponsorships, those off bowls, their numbers are through the roof just because of psychos like me that I want to see the Cheez-It mascot. I want to see the coach get covered in Cheez-Its.
And they're smart enough to have figured it out.
Let's see. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez have reportedly settled their divorce, but as they were signing it, the pen rolled off onto the floor. They both knelt down to pick it up, and their hands touched, and now they're back together.
Fallon.
Myers.
Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez have reportedly settled their divorce, but as they were signing it, the pen rolled onto the floor. They both knelt down to pick it up, and their hands touched, and now they're back together.
I was watching a show last night called Gunslingers. You know what it's about, Miles?
Not quarterbacks.
No, not Brett Favre. Not white quarterbacks. No, it's about gunslingers in different areas.
All right.
So as a kid, I remember watching Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Mm-hmm. Right? Pretty famous movie. Robert Redford, right?
Robert Redford and was it Paul Newman?
I think it was Paul Newman.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my mom was a big Paul Newman guy, too. So the famous scene is that they're down in South America, Bolivia.
Yeah.
There's a shootout. They agree to shoot each other. So what I didn't realize was that Butch Cassidy and his kind of crew, they're already robbing trains in Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
So one time they go to rob a train, and they wouldn't rob the people on the train, but there was always like a special car that had like money in it or whatever. They try to get it. They blow it up. It doesn't work. So that makes headline news. Somewhere along the way, the Sundance Kid kind of joins up. And Butch Cassidy, to his credit, he's like, people like him. He's outgoing. Like, he has a gun, but he doesn't use it. He hasn't killed people.
Sure.
So he's kind of one of those, like, you're like, oh, all right. He's not robbing private citizens, so nobody really cares. But then him and the Sundance Kid, they do a few more. They get famous. And then one night, when they know they're going to, like, get out of the country or whatever, they're down in Fort Worth. And the theory is they get hammered, they go shopping, and they take this picture together.
Okay.
And they're all wearing, like, suits and, like, what do you call them? Like derby cap, not derby caps, like the round caps. Like, they look very dapper for the day. And the theory is like, they just got hammered, and we're like, let's go get this portrait. So they get it, but the guy that took the picture, because you got to remember, the photo isn't a big deal, is a massive deal back then.
Yeah.
He likes the photo so much, he puts it in his shop. Oh. And then one of the Pinkertons looking for these guys is like, oh, now we have photos. So yada, yada, yada.
So did they not, because granted, this is a much different time, did they not physically know what these guys look like?
They had no idea what they were.
Probably the first picture either
you
one
get
of them
a
ever took.
description, and it's a white dude. That helps.
Right. I mean, it's white dudes in cowboy hats, cowboy gear, and they're all wearing bandanas over their face. So they kind of have descriptions, but nobody's ever seen them.
Okay.
So now this photo comes out. They're down in South America. They're doing stuff down there. So here's what brings it back kind of locally is that supposedly, right, those two are stuck together. One shoots the other one shoots himself or shoots him, and they're supposed to be dead. You're right, in Bolivia. But Butch Cassidy's family claims that that's not true, that he shows back up years later, changes his name, and lives out the rest of his life in Spokane, Washington.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So there's been different theories. A lot of people were like, I don't know if that's how it ended. They did dig up the grave of him, and they're like, you could see the bullets, but like, I don't know. I kind of like the idea.
Know it's them. Things are so different back then. Like you said, I mean, other than posting a photo, no one knows what you look like. They know your name. They've heard about everything you've done. Getting over the border is no problem. There's not one place you had a funnel. I mean, it's just you keep riding your horse, and sooner or later you're in Mexico, make your way south, right?
Correct.
And think about it. People looking for you. There's no forensics. It's just, it's not fingerprint. There's nothing. It's literally just these guys keep doing this thing. We're pretty sure it's the same two guys, and that's what you have to work with.
Right. And for whatever reason, whether it's Billy the Kid or Butch Cassidy, like if you just rob trains and stuff and you're not messing with private citizens, like we like the idea these guys never got caught.
Yeah.
And it's like lore and this and that. I mean, look, even today, right? Like I don't really care that you deal drugs. The issue is, let's not have violence in the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because I remember growing up in the 80s and early 90s in D.C., it was the murder capital of the United States. There's this famous DJ on PGC, Albie D. And I remember him being like, just put them all on the football field, let them shoot each other. Let's just stop the stray bullets. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, don't hurt citizens. Like, it's kind of
That's it.
It's got you got to have a code or rules even among thieves.
Well, honor among thieves.
You used to.
Everything's changed, Ted.
Everything has changed. All right, you guys know Lily Allen?
I know her name. Why would I know her?
Well, her and the Stranger Things guy, David Harbour.
Mm-hmm.
So they broke up after 5 years together. Now we know how. Lily caught David cheating on the dating app Raya. You guys ever heard of that one?
No. Nope.
Yeah, because we're not famous celebrities. It's just for like celebrities and athletes and high-level Instagram models.
He's the older guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the sheriff or whatever.
All right. Yeah.
So they say Lily, she basically, that's where they met originally, was on Raya. And then I guess she rejoined and pretended to be looking for women, that she cross-referenced the ladies with David follows on Instagram to determine who he was seeing. But basically, she just rejoined to stalk her man. Lily has never even looked at anyone since David. She is devastated.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know her name. I'm going to pull her.
He's a player, I guess.
Yeah, I heard he was into some freaky stuff, too, man.
For real, you just said
some strange things.
No, I read an article that was like, that was part of it. It was like when it comes out. Here's the deal. like, again, I don't care what you're doing. Well, there's a few things, like animals, kids, but like other than that, when you're in your bedroom, gay, straight, whatever, I don't care. Not my business. I don't want to know. But I do find it interesting that, like, when you break up with somebody, then they're like, that was freaky.
Yeah, then they throw
like, when you're in the middle of it, you're like, oh, this is great. I don't mind. We could role play. Right? Like, I'm the bad cop today, or, punish me. But you're right. Like, now that she's broken up with him, he's like, he's a freak.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
well, for 5 years, you were down with him, man.
Correct. That's just how it goes.
And that's my favorite memory of him.
Yeah. That thing he used to do with the banana and the 2 apples.
It's amazing.
I don't want to explain where the karma went. Obviously, we've seen a lot of stuff going on with the wildfires down in California.
Jesus.
So I think the scariest part about that is, like, these aren't forest fires. These are in cities.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, it's taking out city. Right. They're not telling you, like, how many trees are burned down, how many acres. It's like, these are the towns.
Yeah. It's all wind driven. It's Lahaina on the mainland.
Have you? I will say this. I've been watching all kinds of crazy videos from it. The winds, those Santa Ana winds. I mean, they were saying gusts of like 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Which, as anybody knows, if you you add wind to fire, right? It's going to get stronger. It's going to jump and this and that.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. Then I also read that the stress of all, like, that's why the hydrants are running out, is because the stress of everybody using them.
Everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
From people to firemen, this and that.
It's kind of self-explanatory. Some people struggle to piece it together, but it's fairly self-explanatory. Here is your water reserve, but everyone uses it. It's kind of like putting a straw in your drink.
Because if everybody's using it, you know what I mean? Like, put on your, I don't know, depending on the size of your place. I know at my house, if I have laundry in, and it's something in the dishwasher, like,
your shower's going to suck.
Right, I can't shower. It's like sitting there like drip, drip. I also say, I don't want to say it's cool, but some of the videos of those planes, how specific they are, dropping water on some of those fires, and you see it extinguish. It's like, wow, that's unbelievable.
Yeah. Canadian firefighters down there helping out?
Canada's helping out. Also, you can't drop salt water on cities. Let's throw that out there. Right? I mean, it would just destroy everything. So, like, yeah, you can't do it. But unfortunately, a lot of celebrities have been affected by this. Adam Brody, his house burned down. Anna Faris. If you remember,
Adrian Brody?
Adam Brody. Yeah. Spencer Pratt.
Whatever. Was OC something. One of those California shows.
Yeah. Paris Hilton lost her Malibu beach house. I will say this. I have literally been to Malibu once. And then to see the destruction on that, it's
unreal, man.
And it's just hard to fathom, as it's so close to the water and everything. But it's just like, yeah, that's really happening.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is just a terrible thing going on down there. Ben Affleck, he fled his home, went over to Jennifer Gardner's house.
Hey, Jen.
I mean, for what you could tell, even though he married Jennifer Lopez, it appears, I mean, they have kids, so that helps generally.
Yeah.
People will be a little more cooler with each other.
They seem to have a decent relationship.
I was going to say, it seems like they have a decent relationship. Right. Sometimes I almost feel like Jennifer Gardner, like, isn't mad at Ben Affleck. I feel like sometimes, this is worse, she feels sorry for him.
She stretches up, Ben, I was angry before. Now I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
What's in your wallet?
Right. And a lot of people have been out there. I think people saw James Woods was crying on TV as his house burnt down. But I mean, people that have had to evacuate or lose their homes, Mark Hamill, Mandy Moore, Jamie Lee Curtis. I mean, basically, this is where they all live.
If you are rich, then your house is probably burning right now.
Miles, we were talking about it off the air, but saw today that the playoff game between the Rams and the Vikings, they had to move that to Arizona for Monday night because of some of those areas, they can't even contain them yet.
Now, last night, I don't know what the deal is today, but last night before I went to bed, they pointed out after the whole broadcast that 0% contained, which just in my life, I've never heard.
All right.
You can hear 5, you can hear 3, but they were like 0.
Not that the Rams wouldn't have a home field advantage anyway, but the fact that they're moving to a place where an average L.A. resident could feasibly drive to, and if you're coming from Minnesota, switching planes, changing hotels, doing all that thing, no matter what, it's going to be more problematic for that fan group.
Right. Well, we saw this last week, right, when they moved the Sugar Bowl after that horrible attack in New Orleans. So, like, I get why you move that stuff, and I know people go, it's just a sports game, but you got to keep in mind, there is thousands of people right, who have spent money on travel, who have used vacation days and stuff. So kind of echoing what you're saying, Miles, like, that's a big change for a lot of these people.
One more hotel room if you need it. One more night, one more.
Right,
whatever.
and that's
can you get your flight out?
Right, you were planning to go to a game on New Year's Day. Now it's January 2nd. Like there's a lot of people that probably were flying back on the 2nd and going to work. So it's like, right, you move that game down to the desert, like that changes a lot of stuff.
It does.
Now, with that said, if I lived in Phoenix or Scottsdale right now, I'd be like, well, let's go buy a ticket to a playoff game.
Because you can.
Right, because there's obviously going to be less fans. And just as a sports nerd, even if it's not your team playing, it'd be cool to go see an NFL playoff game.
If they're playing in a dome in Seattle, we'd go.
Yeah,
exactly. NFL playoff game, like, sure.
Speaking of playoffs, the college football playoff semifinal, that's on right now. You got Notre Dame and Penn State. Man, I don't like either of these teams, but for the first time in my life, go Irish.
Okay. Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
Yeah, sure thing. Hey, you sold that car yet?
Yeah, sold it to Carvana.
Oh, I thought you were selling to that guy.
The guy who wanted to pay me in foreign currency, no interest, over 36 months? Yeah, no. Carvana gave me an offer in minutes, picked it up, and paid me on the spot. It was so convenient.
Just like that.
Yeah.
No hassle.
None.
That is super convenient. Sell your car to Carvana and swap hassle for convenience. Pickup fees may apply.
Is your team at work feeling a little disconnected? Maybe the workflow's not flowing? Try Confluence by Atlassian. Confluence is the connected workspace where teams can create, organize, and deliver work like never before. In Confluence, teams can whiteboard their vision for any project, easily create or access the relevant pages and resources they need, and discover important context they might not even know they need. Plus, AI helps teams jumpstart brainstorms, organize information, and connect workflows, so teams can move efficiently and create alignment with ease. In fact, with Confluence, teams can see 5.2% average boost in productivity in 1 year. So if your team lacks confidence, try Confluence, the connected workspace where teams can do it all. Set knowledge free with Confluence. Learn more at Atlassian.com/confluence. That's Atlassian.com/CONFLUENCE.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my car.
All right, and tonight's headlines are brought to you by the fine folks at Sports on What, our top story. We go to the UK where local governments can get brutally honest. A local takeaway pizza shop in Lancashire with 2 locations in the area submitted to the council a request to open up a 3rd location in a village roughly 25 miles away. In their application, they stressed the importance of using local ingredients to respect and grow the local community, as well as the cleanliness of their ingredients, promising a lower salt and sugar content in their food than nearby competitors. Regardless of these accolades, the council rejected their proposal, saying that another hot food takeaway restaurant would do nothing to promote the diversity and heritage of the area, nor improve the health of the local young community, which they stated 20% of 11-year-olds in the town are classified as obese.
And we don't want the parents to have any responsibility for the children. We're going to leave it up to pizza
That's
places.
right.
Like, come on, man.
Sorry, our kids are too fat. They don't need more pizza to tempt them.
And I mean, you're right, but on the other hand, as a parent, and I'm speaking as a parent, like, you get to, Coca-Cola exists.
Correct.
My son does not drink Coca-Cola. He would love to. He'll have a sip every now and again, but just as our rule, like, look, I'm sure you probably have it at your buddy's house and all that. Just not here.
Right.
You take control of these things. It's pretty freaking basic. It's also what you do as a parent, because the whole world is out there for your kids to experience, for better or worse.
Correct.
And then as a parent, we do what we can to help them navigate. So if you think your kid's fat, like, okay.
And I also feel like somewhere around 11, they're getting into that age where now they're just going to start going to the pizza shops on their own.
Sure.
11's a little bit on the young side, but after a while, if they've got an allowance and they've got their buddies that they can go and just walk downtown with, do a lot of that over there in the UK, they're just going to go start getting pizza themselves.
To build a playground and let them exercise, right? I mean, come on.
I feel like for England, it's like, well, all the takeaway shops are fry shops.
Right. Everything else is pretty much deep fried. Right. That's not like there's Indian food and then there's deep fried food.
I also think
pretty much.
I also think that's part of their point is that look, we've got enough garbage for them to eat. We don't need another pizza shop.
Yeah. But it just seems odd, like the point at the pizza place.
Right.
Right. Now go get your fish and chips.
Yeah, go get a deep fried sausage roll.
Right.
Or spice bag.
Maybe we need to look a little bit different here. In other news, we go to the doctor's office where some things are best left at home. We toasted this fine young lady earlier today. A patient was taken in for an MRI, a procedure that uses terribly strong magnets and is beyond stressed that patients not have any metal on or in them at the time of the exam, if they can help it. But when the exam ended and the table was being removed, the patient was reportedly screaming in pain. X-rays found that she took something into the machine with her, a sex toy that had been inserted around back, as it were. She thought that it was purely silicone, but there was some metals inside of the object that caused it to be drawn up from her rectum all the way up through her lower abdomen and into her chest cavity. Maybe just leave the toy home for the exam.
That's what I'm saying. If there's anything that's not supposed to be in your body, let's get that out before we do it.
Right. That doesn't need to be there. You want that there. I get it. That's fine. Cool. Power to you. You want to get freaky, have your thing.
I think I'm going to just change the questions I ask. Do you have any metal in your body? No. That includes silicone butt plugs. Okay, hang on.
Doggone it, you're right.
I mean, really, you got to keep adding the question. It's kind of like the warning label on stuff.
Right, so Benoit balls. Like,
Right.
Come on, we got to run through the whole list.
Right, what are we doing here? Criminy. Sad story out of Rhode Island. A local veterinary clinic is facing a lawsuit after something got forgotten. This is actually a terrible story. I sent you the headline before I actually read the full story here, Miles. A couple brought in a St. Bernard puppy to undergo a routine spaying. All signs pointed to a normal procedure and took the dog home without much concern, but after a short period, she began suffering constant bouts of vomiting. Ruling it as the usual reasons that a dog could get sick, they neglected to return to the vet until the situation turned more serious about 2 years later. The vet that saw them at the time eventually found the vet that saw them that time eventually found the culprit and asked them if their dog had swallowed scissors, as there was a pair inside of her. After a little investigation, it was determined that the scissors were left behind during the spaying along with some medical gauze, and concluded that she would need to undergo surgery to have the supplies taken out. However, due to her already deteriorated state, it was most likely that she would not survive the procedure. Sadly, the family made the humane decision for their beloved dog and then followed up with a lawsuit against the clinic.
Damn, man.
Right? Come on, man.
I mean, I've heard that story a million times, mostly in people, but like, how do you sewed someone up, and in that time, I mean, at some point you have to say, anyone seen the tongs? Has anyone seen the scissors? Have you seen the sponge? And you kind of go, uh-oh, right?
Right.
I haven't seen them. Where could they be?
Where could they be?
I just don't know.
Crime. And how do you have that conversation, too? Sir, we can't find our scissors. Can you bring your dog back for a second? We just got to check something. But just in case those stories have a bad taste in your mouth.
Thankfully, there's good news.
We go to beautiful Scotland, where wedding bells will soon be chiming. If you've ever teased the idea of proposing to someone that you love, you know the level of importance that's put on the event. The day, the time, weather, location, attire, mood, speech, ring, all of these things need to be a hard-thought culmination of the perfect scenario for your partner to get the experience one would expect when it comes to being proposed to. Which is why the reaction caught our heroine off guard when she took her girlfriend to the Edinburgh Castle. The two enjoyed a lovely and romantic day together before she took her to a specific area that she had a photographer stationed to capture the proposal. But when she got down on one knee to ask the ultimate question, she saw that her girlfriend was laughing. She was initially confused, as one would be, until she took a good look at the girlfriend's pocket and saw a ring box intended for her as well. The pair had spent weeks planning, making calls to families for permissions, the works. Both had the exact same date and location in mind. Obviously, this ended with a desired answer to the question, and the two can begin planning on their upcoming year. Gonna be a good old time there.
That'd be funny if they both said no.
Yeah, right. Men's Room Sports, we got the Orange Bowl currently underway across the ESPN channels. We got college hoops on CBS Sports, pro basketball on NBA Network, and your Seattle Kraken, well, they're in Columbus against the Blue Jackets. That game currently underway over on Kong. Not going to lie, I wouldn't quite recommend it right now. As far as your weather, the clouds are moving in as we speak, and forecasts guarantee rain throughout the night to prepare us for a mostly cloudy 49-degree day tomorrow with an occasional bout of rain. That is it for your headlines. With that, come on, Kraken. Mike Hawk is out.
Thanks, so we appreciate debut of the new year in Ted versus the FCC, and another Bad Choice Friday tomorrow. The lovely Jolene's up next.
Yes, indeed, it's all true, but in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until next time, please, do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.
Look, we're all human. We push-pull doors, we blow on ice cream to cool it down, and sometimes we forget to check our blind spots. That's why the 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid offers class-leading advanced safety features. Like an available blind spot view monitor, which shows you a live video feed of your blind spots. Because the Tucson Hybrid is made for humans who are just that, human. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for details.
The brand new Grand Casino and Shoreline is now open. Step into the action with Vegas-style table games like Baccarat, Heads Up Hold'em Poker, Pai Gow, Blackjack, and High Card Flush. Feeling hungry? Feast on delicious Chinese, Vietnamese, and continental dishes plus breakfast favorites. Dine in or take out. And don't miss daily happy hours from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight. Grand Casino and Shoreline off Aurora. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Visit GrandCasinoGaming.com. Welcome to the Grand Experience.
This podcast is brought to you by Kleenex Lotion Tissues. You can't predict sick days, but with Kleenex Lotion Tissues, you can be better prepared for them while helping keep your skin healthy. Whether it's a surprise sneeze or a stuffy nose, it's always good to have something gentle on hand. Kleenex Lotion Tissues moisturize to help prevent skin irritation while you're battling those unwanted cold and flu symptoms. It's extra care when you need it most. I mean, why not have one less thing to worry about when you're not feeling your best? For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
Auto insurance rates are on the rise, which is why you should call Vern Fonk Insurance. Vern Fonk could save you up to 20% on your auto insurance. The pros at Vern Fonk will do all the work, comparing different plans to find you the best options. And they can insure you over the phone. One call to Vern Fonk could save you up to 20%. Call 206-408-5094. 206-408-5094.
Remember to honk when you drive by Vern Fonk.
Restrictions apply based on a Q3 2023 study of Vern Fonk insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number 1070622.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.